Yo. Hello. If you guys are clicking in after the stream ends, you're going to want to skip about an hour and 22 minutes. Hour and 22 minutes. I'll probably have it as the pinned comment. But yo, shout out to everybody coming in right now. Let's get it. Today is a big day. We are about to see the builder, and we're going to see the My Player animations for the first time at an event like this. We're going to see them create, like, with your player. You know what I'm saying? With the My Player, custom animations on a player. We've never seen that before the game comes out. That makes me think that they're pretty confident in the product, right? You're able to actually see stuff before it comes out. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Everybody's telling me that it's going to blow our minds. So, I mean, just think about the dribbling that we seen yesterday on NBA players that don't have good animations normally. They're moving. Now with My Players, custom animations, attributes where you want them. It's going to be crazy. What's good, chat? What's good? Yes, 11 p.m. Eastern is when we're getting the information. Guys, as you're coming into the stream, man, a lot of you already have, but drop a like for me. It's going to be a big day. It's going to be a big day. Y'all, look, yesterday we went trending again. 5 out of the last 6 videos, including one stream in that, have went trending. I don't know if the 6th one did because I was asleep. Maybe it did while I was asleep, but yeah, 11 a.m. Eastern, guys. 11 a.m. Eastern is when we are seeing the builder animations, all that type of stuff that we're going to be able to see today. 11 a.m. Eastern, okay? Did I say 11 p.m.? My fault. Hey, it's early, and I didn't have any coffee this morning, so it's going to be a bit harder to get things going today. What's good, Real Facts? 1 and 20. Yes, Magic. We are locked in today. It is early. It is really early out here in Tennessee. It is 9:41 a.m. You guys let me know what time it is where you're at. But, I mean, the good thing is today we can watch some 2K26 before we get the stuff today. You know what I'm saying? We got Ohio, Memphis, California. Hey, shout out to everybody, bro. It's gonna be a good day. And the crazy thing is, this isn't even it. We still got the city reveal too. So we'll probably be live for that. Again, that's always up to you guys. I let it be in the hands of the people. Just like if we go trending or not. Like, it's up to you guys. If you drop a like on the stream, all that type of stuff. Yesterday, again, I said, hey, 5,000 likes. I'll stream today. It's at 5,487 likes. I got to stream. Unless there's a tornado outside my house, the stream is coming on. So we've hit the like goal each time except for the first gameplay reveal, and I didn't stream. I'm just going off what you guys want. I go off your excitement, and that's why we're here today, baby. If not, I would have just made a video, which we're still going to do. We're still going to make a video just like yesterday, summarizing everything into one 10 to 20 minute video. This is what I think is the most important stuff. Everything else is kind of, you don't really have to see it, but, you can if you want, right? Like, there's plenty of other information, more little details, but I'm going to give you what I think is the most important out of that. Win? What do you mean win? You just said win. Bro does not read the chat. I guess I'm not reading the chat. You doing a launch stream? I don't know yet if I'm going to do something like that. Here we go. Hoodie Gray, thank you for the $4.99. Just to make sure I take my PTO correctly, early access in Memphis starts at 11 CST on the 29th. I appreciate all the content. Nice TRD. Thank you, Hoodie. Yes, I do believe that 2K26, 7 days early, comes out Friday, 12, so noon Eastern. So if you're 1 hour back, 11, 1 hour back, 10, you know what I'm saying? So yes, Friday at noon, I believe, is the time. 2K says that we are getting a real global release, which is good. And like basically at the same time, not at the same time, but at the same time. You see what I'm saying? Across the entire world, the game comes out. There's no 12 hours early if you live in Australia or anything like that. So I think that's actually really, really good. You've been carrying the news for real? Thank you, bro. When is the city reveal? We do not have a confirmed date on the city reveal yet. But if I was a betting man and I used an educated guess, it would be next Tuesday. Okay? Will the New Zealand method work, you think? Seamer, thank you for the donation. I do not think it's going to work. I do not think New Zealand is going to work this year. Did it last year? I think last year was the first time they did a global release. I don't remember. But they're definitely doing one this year. It's because you got that commentating voice. Hey, I just talk. That's what I'm doing. How you feeling? Pretty good, bro. Pretty good. No coffee today, but we're still going to make it work. All right? We're still going to get it going, guys. We're almost at 500 likes already. Let's get it, man. Turn me up. But see you next Tuesday. Is it not 9 a.m. Friday? It would be 9 a.m. if you're in, like, California. For me, on the Eastern, they say it's noon. Yo, D-Toms with the donation. Thank you. Minor issue, but do you think we'll get more greenlight animations because the few we have now are awful? I need the 20 jump shot animations back. I think that there is new ones, but I'm not sure. I know that they're bringing back halfway automatic greens, but yeah, it's really confusing. They're talking about, Mike Wing said, it's based on your rating and the coverage. So I'm guessing the more open you are, the higher chance you have to fire off an animation right away as soon as you green it. And then based on your rating, I don't know. The whole thing is odd. I'm guessing they made some sort of system for it, which if you're going to bring back automatic greens or whatever, just bring it back. Like, don't have a whole system. I don't know. That's just odd to me. It's not something that I would have put my time into, but why you so early, Badge? What do you mean? This is what we did yesterday. We started at 9:30. Is today's news only about the builder? Thank you for the donation. Today's news is builder, and we have my player animations. Here, let's just make sure. Let's look at this roadmap here. No, it doesn't say anything. It says community content. So we're not actually going to, yeah, it says community content. Then next week is the city. So we don't really know exactly everything I guess we're going to see, but it's just the same things from last year on this drop, you know? But now they actually have custom animations, which makes this a way bigger deal. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you guys if you don't get it. That it is much different when people got to sit there for hours testing out the new animations, and we get to see them all put together. Seamer, they said global in 25 and it worked still? Really? Thank you for the donation. Do you think poppers will be effective in 2K26? Of course. Of course. I mean, there's a pure green window, guys. So no one can sit in the paint anymore on someone that's actually good at the game. You can't just sit there and be like, oh, RNG is going to make him miss. You know? Boss Red, thank you for the 5. I think 2K is trolling. They are not going to keep the game speed that fast. Curry basically making the ball disappear when he's dribbling. I don't know. You guys, if you've been watching some of the content with us, there is some changes they did in the past few years before the game actually released. But the thing is, this year we have changes that might be made before the 7 days early. And then we have 7 days early, which is probably a demo. So there's probably going to be a big patch when the game actually does release. So what we're seeing now might not be the game. And then what we're seeing when the game actually comes out might not be the game. 7 days later, that might be the game, right? We're playing a whole different game, possibly. Anyway, and watching one. Bamatron, thank you for the $5 donation. Good morning, bro. I love your videos, man. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Bamatron. Thank you, bro. We can't be good friends, though, with that Bama. Now, we're rivals, buddy. We're rivals, but I do appreciate it. Yo, Badge, we know genetics play a big part, but what helped you blow up your shoulders, bro? I'm really not that big, guys. Like, I promise you, it's just like the lighting and stuff. Like, I'm not setting it up on purpose. Like, ooh, right there, I look nice, but like, it's just lighting, bro. A little bit. I promise you, bro. They gotta make tempo shooting like 25. You only got a green 1 is crazy. I don't know. So I've been reading comments about the tempo stuff, and I think I finally fully understand it. I still need to play the game, and I need to see, but rhythm shooting has no advantage this year. People complain that rhythm shooting had too much of an advantage versus the button, to the point where button was almost not usable, right? For a lot of people. So now that rhythm shooting doesn't have an advantage, then why do you have to time 2 different things for it to go in? You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there shouldn't be changes, or I'm still on the fence about it. But I've been thinking and I've been reading comments, and it's like, why do you have to time both if you're not going to get a bonus, right? So now you just have to time the tempo, which is basically like using the button. You're just releasing at the top of the cube pretty much, but now with the, the stick, you're just flicking up, right? You're down, you just boop, and you can kind of pick your own speed. So that is your advantage to the rhythm, is you can pick your own speed. I don't know. I don't get it though. It's like when you see the meter, it looks so weird, bro. People are greening like 65%. Like the bar still has this much left, and people are greening it. It's like, I don't know. It's so weird. So, okay. So, but what I was thinking though, as I'm doing more reading and watching it and whatever, what is the point in the feedback of even showing the other one? I think that's what's also confusing so many people and had me so confused, is like, why even show the other one if it doesn't have to be greened? It never has to be greened for the shot to go in. What's the point of that feedback? When does the embargo lift? At 11 a.m. Eastern. Very, very soon, Kyle. Thank you for the donation. On a night shift in Australia, what's good, Badge? What's up, Jaff? Shout out to Australia, man. There's a lot of people that watch from Australia. What's good, Kane? Guys, we are at 600 likes with 2,500 people in here already. We might as well get to 1,000 likes. I mean, we might as well. I'm going to talk to you guys. I like doing these streams. You guys let me know, of course. I like doing these streams where we're like an hour earlier, hour and a half, so we get to talk. But last year I would do we started the stream 5 minutes before the reveal. I feel like that doesn't really get people enough time to get in here. We're chatting. I like talking to you guys. I don't get to do this very often in a live content format. I get to talk to you guys and yap a little bit on the videos, but you guys let me know. Do you want me to start the stream, right before something comes out, or an hour before? Which way do you prefer it? Hale, thank you for the donation. Because greening the timing makes it easier to green the tempo. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seemed like it was too easy yesterday. But again, I'm just looking at it and saying, hey, this is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm seeing. I can't call for, I'm not going to call for, I didn't even say they should patch the 3-point post hooks. Because I want to I want to play the game before I'm like, that's got to go. Because yeah, let's all be honest here. 3-point post hooks are insane, right? Very crazy. Okay, why bro. All right, I'm going to have to put you in timeout, buddy. Bro is spamming. Yeah, you got to get out of here, bud. I need some mods. Like, okay, 3-point post hooks are crazy. But if they're even barely contested, they're probably not going to make it. Like, if you're even there for an open, their green window is probably that big. Like, yes, it's crazy that you can even attempt that. But all I'm saying is let's see the game. Let's let thousands and thousands of people play it. And then we can go, okay, maybe that needs to go. Maybe that needs to change. Back-to-back streams, let's go. Yo, Drips, I remember you from yesterday, bro. Thank you. Let me see. There's so much chat going on. All right. Any racism is just, you're not even getting a timeout, buddy. You're just out of here. Let's see. Yo, Badge, give me a mod. I got you, Messiah. Do good for us, okay? Do good. I know you'll do good. Let me see. Can review and remove chat messages and hide. Okay, there we go. We got a mod in here. Shout out to the Tennessee brother. Yo, shout out to you, bro. Greetings from Belgium. Is the chocolate really that good? I need to know. I need to know. Hey, Badge, been watching you for a while. Keep doing you. Yo, thank you, bro. Brody, go get some coffee. We aren't going anywhere. Good morning from the 405. Thank you, Jay. Now, I can't have any coffee, bro. I can't. I really can't. I have a massive love-hate relationship with coffee. We are like an abusive couple, bro. Like how people are with 2K. I'm like, all right, I'm done. No more coffee. And then the next day, I'm telling my wife, I'm like, babe, look, I can't have coffee. Don't let me have it. And then the next day, I'm like, I gotta have it. It's bad. I think I'm actually quitting this time. I know. I sound like an addict, bro. Freddie, thank you for the $2, bro. It's bad, though. But it's like, it's my only thing. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I mean, I drink like a handful of times a year, guys. I don't do anything. Like, I got to have something, right? 2K. Hopefully 2K is good this year, and that will be my addiction. Hopefully. If not, I guess I'll just stay in the gym like I have been. Yeah, caffeine is a wild drug, bro. DVD, thank you for the $5. Tempo is similar to pressing and releasing the button, flicking the stick. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is like, I get it. I'm starting to understand more why it looks the way it does and why, because there's no bonus to rhythm shooting this year besides the speed. So why should you have to time two different things? See what I'm saying? But it still just looks so bad. It looks so bad seeing like a 65% bar turn into a green. I don't know. LaDiddler James with the donation. How you been, Unk? And shout out from Finland. Pretty good, bro. Thank you. Daniel Jones with the donation. Bro, aren't you on the New York Giants? Wait, he's not there anymore, is he? Obviously, this isn't going to be a perfect game, but this is the first 2K that I've been excited for in a while. I'm seeing a lot of like different emotion this year. Obviously, he's on the Colts now. Okay. There's a whole lot of people like, how do I explain it? You guys remember last year? I talked about it in a video recently. I said, behind closed doors, there are people that are OGs. They've been around for a long time. And you could just see it on their face. They knew that this product wasn't going to, like, they weren't excited about it. I told you guys that about 2K25. I literally said it in videos. I drop gems from time to time. People say I'm yapping. They don't even know that you guys actually want me to, right? So they see that and they're like, ooh, I'm going to join in on the hate train and say that he's yapping. They don't even know that, like, never mind. It doesn't matter. But this year, those same people, they're not acting that way. So that's what's got me. And, like, you know, everybody before the reveal yesterday, Everybody's typing on Twitter. GB3's like, dude, this game, if it drops like this, it's going to be really good. Koza's saying, don't change anything. I had a lot of fun. But still, I always try to bring you guys back and just say, there's still a lot more we don't know yet. We don't know. There can be many exploits 2K doesn't fix for a long time. I mean, there could be bad latency issues that don't get fixed for a long time. All these sorts of things that we just don't know yet. So from what we have seen, I think personally, it looks really good. I think that most people could say that the game already looks better dribbling wise, game speed wise, than 2K25, which is very impressive. Like, people have played 2K25 for almost a year now. They know all the best moves. They know exactly what to do. And yet, people who dribbled for a few hours with NBA players already looks better than custom signature styles that people have been doing for an entire year. The fluidity, the movement, the speed. But still, there's a lot more to go. Seen something that said excellent late, go in. Bro, I'm telling you, I don't know. 2K26 comes out my birthday, August 29th. Yo, Clown, thank you for the donation and early happy birthday to you. You think 6'8" guards are going to be viable this year? From what we've seen, yeah. Yeah, I mean, tall builds were like, you can still win at an 80-90 win percent, 80-90, if you're really good at the game. But the thing is, like, and I'm talking about twos, right? Like 2v2 or 1v1. But when you play someone that's around your skill level, if they are playing on the meta, a small guard, L-team with a 99-3, legend dimer, all that stuff, and they have steals, so they're just reaching every play because I'm not even going to get into all that. But you're at a big disadvantage versus someone who, let's say they're not as good as you. Like, let's say they, let's just go by win percents. I know that doesn't matter exactly, but I'm just saying for an example. Let's say you have a 90 win percent. This guy has an 80. You're not on meta. He's on meta. He's basically got a 99 win percent. Now you're back down to 70. Like, you have to play much better to beat someone who's not even as good as you when they are on the super meta and you're on a tall build. Trey, thank you for the donation. I don't know if I said that. Was good, easy. What time is the builder vids dropping? We are dropping in 59 minutes, so basically an hour. I'm making a 7.4 max weight. My God. Pray for your speed stats. Jeez. Could people play this 2 years in a row if 27 is mid? I have no idea, Cedric. I have no idea, bro. Thank you for the donation. But guys, me personally, I have not played the game. So there's a lot of things I cannot tell you, especially. I can only go off what we have seen. We still haven't seen the city. We haven't seen how the game even plays out, user versus user with their own animation. Like, we've seen a little bit of user versus user yesterday with the My Team cards and stuff, but yeah, we haven't seen, 3v3 badged out builds that were created exactly for this specific style and scheme. We haven't seen any of that 5v5 like that. Light Hands, thanks for the input. I love the videos. Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Drunken off the apple juice with the donation. What's good, Badge? What's up, bro? Badge Harlow. That is a very common thing. Guys, we are right there at 1,000 likes. 945. We got 3,000 people in here. We should just boom straight up to 2,000, right? The real NBA 2K26 builder reveal. LOL. Where's the builder? Wow, it's almost like I just said it's coming out in 58 minutes. When do the builds drop, guys? All right. What time? Okay. What's the VC prices? We have no idea about the VC prices. Any words of advice for streaming, Badge? Honestly, I don't stream a lot, so I really couldn't tell you. So L2 cheese is still going to be a problem? It's probably still going to be good, but is it going to be, again, guys, if you were in here yesterday, where this is where you're at if you're L2 cheesing this year, and this is anything else. Hopefully it's like, well, you know, best case scenario, L2 is like really far down. But like, hopefully it's like this. And it's like, if you're really good, you're here on any basically build. And you know what I'm saying? It's close. It's closer. It should be with the changes they've made to dexing a little bit, with the changes they've made to centers being much more vulnerable above the free throw line while holding LT, stuff like that. Been watching you since the VC glitch days, you to GOAT. Jackson, I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. So maybe that was someone else. But I do appreciate the donation. When does it drop? Is Queen Plug making a return? No, Queen Plug is not making a return because people are weird online. Very weird. Solo started a live stream. He didn't drop anything yet. You think 80 ball handle is valid for a 6'6"? Demigod glitch days? Yeah, innocent until proven guilty, you know. I mean, go watch the videos. There was someone's face in that, and it doesn't look like me. Why is your name BADGEPLUG? I don't know. Couldn't tell you that one. What's your problem with rhythm? Button is timing, stick is tempo. I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it, guys. I'm concerned. I am a little bit uninformed, I feel like. I need to see the game. But I don't want any changes right now. So, when is the park trailer? Park trailer is probably Tuesday. I think it's going to be Tuesday. 6'9", stretch big, going to go crazy. Yo, London, thank you for the donation. Any advice on new 2K content creators? Tay, thank you. What I would do is, I think we kind of talked about it yesterday, is I would watch other people's videos, like whoever you think is the best creators, and compare them to the videos that you make. And obviously they're not going to be as good right away, but try to get them as good. Try to like watch your video and then watch someone else's and be like, can I watch my videos? That's what I was telling you guys about yesterday about, you know, I don't make TikTok brain rot content because that's not something I could personally watch. So in the news videos, you're not having edit, sound effects, zoom. Like look, if that's how you grow and you have a fan base and all that stuff, like that's awesome for you. I'm not mad at those people at all. Like that I've told people in the 2K community, that's not my style of content, but you still make good videos. You know what I'm saying? It's just not something I personally would watch. So that's what I try to do, is make stuff that I would click on. You know what I'm saying? That I would sit there, throw it on the TV and watch. Could you DM me? I'm trying to get promo. Huncho, thank you for the 2, bro. You just have to hit me up on Twitter, but probably not. I don't really do a lot of ads, bro. Like sponsors and stuff. Millie, thank you for the $2. Tall guards are definitely meta the way they moving. They're moving pretty good. They're moving pretty good. Kai, thank you for the $2, bro. What, are you guys okay? Oh my gosh. Lil Cool, thank you for the 5. Not gonna lie, when you pulled up the dribbling vid yesterday, I just closed my eyes and thank God. Oh, bro. Nah, that was like euphoria. I don't know if you guys seen my 2K cycle tweet that I made. And by the way, when if you guys see those tweets, I've made 2 of them now. I'm talking about where I think the majority of the community is, not where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we are here. This is where I think most people are. Not everybody, but what's the park difficulty at? Hoodie Mo, park difficulty is on Superstar, I think. I believe it's not on Hall of Fame. I think it's 1 tick below, which I believe is Superstar. Thank you for the donation. Okay, I can go back to reading chat now. Regular chat. Badge, you eat Rasta pasta. Maybe I shouldn't be reading regular chat. Bro, Badge been grinding his badges in the gym. All right. What time is the builds out? Time 53 minutes, bro. 53 minutes. Do you think 6'3" and under will even be viable? I was actually about to get into that, and then I got thrown off. Thank you for the donation, by the way. I think that small guards are still going to be good. I don't mean everywhere. You shouldn't probably take a 6'2" to the 1v1 court. But if you guys seen my news video, I did not make a single build video as if 2K26 was already out, right? Like I told you guys, I was not going to do that. All I can afford but love the content since that mid build in 2K19. Respect you as a person. Yo, thank you, Bum Bum. Thank you for the donation. Bro, thank you. Oh my God, he sent it twice. Holy crap. Thank you, bro. Or at least it says that on my screen. But yeah. I'm not making a 2K26 build as if, in the 2K25 builder, because we know it's a very similar builder, unless we get a lot more information, which we might get today. However, inside of a news video where it was not marketed to you as a build video at all, you didn't know you were even going to see a build when you clicked on the video, I showed one build this year so far. And the reason why I showed that was because I wanted you guys to see my thought process on if this is the same builder with the max plus 2s and all that, what does this small guard build look like? Everyone's just immediately writing off small guards. I showed you guys the build and I was like, you tell me if you think this is going to be a bad build. And it was only based off 7 cap breakers. So that's when you hit starter 3 or whatever it is this year, and then your 2 cap breakers from the build specialization with your max plus 2s. Who remembers them badge plug account ads in 2K19? Bro, that was sports. That was sports TNB. That's not me. Yeah, so I don't think that's true. I think that small guards are still going to be really good. When you add all those max plus 2s on, you got legend, like 3-4 categories of legend badges, plus they're going to be moving quick probably. We'll see, but I think the small guards are still going to be really good. Birch, thank you for the donation. 2K will need to realize creators who critique the game actually love the product and want it to be better. Apparently, I don't do it professionally enough or something, I don't know. I don't know. I want you guys to answer this for me. In the past 3 years, let's just say, have you seen me attack anyone personally? F you, Mike Wang. F you, Ronnie. Just no. No. I just say critiques of the game because I play thousands of games a year. I've played 2Ks for freaking 17 years now, 16 years. I just want the game to be good. I just want it to be better. I want it to live up to its potential. Every game 2K has dropped in the last few years is a few changes away from being a much better product. And I feel like most people can admit that, right? What do you use to edit on your PC? Sony Vegas 16, 17. It doesn't really matter which one, but Sony Vegas. I think rhythm is for delayed players. It might be. Guys, holy crap. I'm trying to read every donation here. Dude, this is insane. Badge, do you think 6'8" or 6'9" are going to dominate 5-out and wreck this year? Love your content. Possibly. We need to see that dunk meter when the game comes out. Tall builds are looking really good. Really, really good. But the way I'm seeing the game is you're going to be OP as a small guard. You can be OP as a big guard. But it's really about who's behind the sticks. Of course, there's going to be a meta. There's always going to be a meta. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, guys, thank you in advance for all the donations. I'm not going to just say that every single time. I feel like it's probably getting annoying to some of you guys. But I'm going to try to read all of these because they're just on my screen like crazy. How do you feel about a 7'4" minimum wingspan max shooting? I mean, it could be crazy with how the shot contest system is right now. We see that height matters a lot again. It reminds me of 2K24. But that speed, even minimum weight. Oh, you said minimum. Okay, you didn't say anything about the weight. But even minimum weight is going to be probably still really slow. Like my Wimby build is minimum weight. And you really got to play very good to keep up with people. I got to get my financial choices in check, badge. Yo, bum. You don't got to send any more donations, bro. You don't got to send it. Waiting for 26 after I dropped you off a 90 game. Oh my gosh, EBG, I remember you. You played me like 15 times in 2K24 when you beat me on that 90 streak. How you not going to mention that? How you not going to mention that? I remember that name. But GG's to you. Badge, I love you, man. You're a true legend. God bless, handsome. All right. Let's see. Shooting is crazy. Ticino type guards are back for show. For show? Guys, do you think they are back for show? I don't know. Ticino might be going crazy. He might be going. It might be time. Yo, chat, you guys are funny, bro. You guys are funny, dude. Badge, thanks for helping me get through work yesterday. I got you, bro. Steezo's making an epic comeback. What time? 46 minutes, bro. 46 minutes. Steezo mentioned Mike Wang. Yeah, Mike Wang mentioned Steezo yesterday. Like, that's pretty crazy. Guys, if you haven't dropped a like yet, as you're coming in, drop a like on the stream for me. I forgot to pin the like thing today. Here, let's start this poll. Let's see. Did you like the stream? Yes. Yes. All right, there you go. There's your poll, guys. Make sure you enter in that right there. Yeah, I know it's a tough choice which one to pick, but make sure you just choose wisely. Not seeing any defensive blocks, just dunk misses. Bro, what did you send me money in? What is SEK? What even is that? Thank you. I don't even know what currency that is. Shout out to wherever you're from. Any decent? No, there was some defensive blocks, bro. There was some Wemby clips we seen yesterday where the paint defense looked crazy. Made my boy cut the cam off. Just remembered the paycheck is coming soon. Take this ad donation. Bro, what? What even is take this ad donation? Haven't seen you since 2K19. Thank you for the VC glitch, by the way, bro. What are you guys saying, bro? VC glitch. I don't know. I don't know when. I did that? Do you think the catfish builds names are back? I mean, there's going to be... Zach Timmerman said there's going to be 4,000 builds this year. 4,000 build names. So, yeah. I mean, he said there was about 300 this year, and there's 4,000 in 2K26. I don't even understand how that's possible to upgrade that much, but dude has been locked. I don't know what they're doing this year. I don't know. Maybe they're just like, here, have it all. GTA 6 is coming out later this year. You know, a few million of you guys are probably not going to buy. You're probably still going to be on it by the time 2K27 comes out. I don't know. Because it just seems like they're just like, all right, here you go, here you go, here you go. Everything you've ever wanted, here you go. Like 4,000 builds is insane. Cleve, thank you for your donation. Let's see. Ready to cook. Yo, Sit Keys, thank you for the dono. Yeah, we're going to have to hoop this year, bro. Instead of playing against each other like we did earlier this year, we'll have to team up this time. Let me see. When do we get to see the builder? In 43 minutes. Okay, 43 minutes. Let's see. Badge, what's up? What's good, Slim? What's up, more baby kib? Dude, stop asking how much a build is going to cost. Bro, why is bro asking me how much is a 99 build going to cost? Who do I look like? Hold on. Do I look like Ronnie 2K, bro? How am I supposed to know that? W Stream got the raspberry and Greek yogurt combo. Excited to see the builder. Hey, look, I'm telling y'all right now. Thank you for the donation, by the way. Raspberries are so slept on. So slept on. High in fiber. Delicious. I'm weird. I actually like them frozen better. And it takes them longer to eat. I'm kind of weird. But yeah, raspberries, very slept on. Who's ready for cheaters with pure green window? Oh, God. 2K's gotta... They gotta be on top of that, bro. They gotta be on top They have to. Let's talk nutrition. I'll be yapping for a whole hour. Badge, do you know the secret? Where did that go? The secret behind the pool in 2K22? What do you mean? Badge, you really Mike Wing, bro? Yes. 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 Wimby at 7-4 with 99. Okay. I'm just saying. You were asking me if there was blocks, and I was like, yeah, we've seen some really good blocks. Like the animations looked very strong yesterday when there was a good defender inside the paint. Like I think it was Rudy Gobert, Giannis was attacking, and Rudy came up and just like stonewalled him. Like there was no way in hell he was making that layup. Watch some gameplay videos. How many days are left? Yeah, let's throw on some 2K26 in the background. Kevin Cruz, I was watching. I didn't get to watch all his videos. I watched a few more hours of videos last night, guys. I was watching this one on Mellow, but this one was really good. We'll just throw it on in the background as we're talking here. Just so we can, I don't know, maybe this is better. You guys let me know. Is this better? Or we just wait until the news drops soon. But I don't know. Maybe watching 2K26 in the background is good. The dribbling in my team didn't look as potent, Badge. Potent? What do you mean? Nothing said yet about VC payouts per game. We need more NBS. Yeah, we don't have any information on VC, guys. And if you have your hopes up that VC prices are going to change, they're probably not. If they do, probably not much. So if that's your deciding factor on if you're going to like buy the game, you might as well just already just not get it. Like, let's see. Would like to see clear changes in the builder. Yo, Anime, thank you for the donation. We've already like seen the builder, but we haven't seen the builder. And from what we have seen, there isn't major changes to the builder. Like 2K has, we've had pie charts, we've had archetypes, now we have the freedom builder. There's really not much that I can think of that they could do. Of course, I'm not the billion-dollar company that has however many people sitting there thinking about what to do next. That's not my job. But like, how much more can they do in terms of that? Like, where can we go from there? You know? I don't know. What they can do, though, is make the gameplay smoother, polish the gameplay. You know, that's what they said basically they were trying to do with how they didn't change any badges in 2K26, how it's the same badges as last year. That's what I'm getting. The builder looking pretty similar. The badge is not being changed. They were like, all right, let's not add things just to add things, which they even said that in one of their releases. By the way, that was cold. But yeah, so that's what I think they're doing is smoothing stuff out. That's what I hope they're doing. I'm thinking my career will be 70, 80 block valid. It depends. If you're like a forward, probably like a guard, that should be good. But if you're a center, you might want a little bit higher. All these videos on gameplay and dribbling, none showing defensive highlights. Nah, there's people that I see people saying that. There's people that show defense, guys. Like we even talked about it in yesterday's video. Of course, it's not the main thing people are talking about. Offense is always more, for most people, the majority, more enjoyable to watch. But we showed, like I showed in yesterday's video, the bumps from Double H's video. The bumps were looking crazy. We seen yesterday when Caitlin Clark on Joe Knows video, Caitlin Clark stopped LeBron on like a full head of steam basically twice. So I'm thinking that defense is going to be pretty good. But anyway, let's look at this sequence right here. So we have our standing escape type thing, our misdirection. Look how smooth. Look how much smoother it looks. The fact that people think that 2K25's dribbling was realistic, just it blows my mind. And I'm not trying to get into a sim versus arcade debate, but 2K25 was extremely clunky, slow. Look at the literally just look at the fluidity of this right here. I mean, boom, boom. Moving like you got the ball on a string. That's how it should be. How did we ever want to go away from this? I don't get it. Just because there's a few things that can be spammed and blocked, you have to have that to have this. You know what I'm saying? You have to take the good with the bad in both spots. Like the people that really love absolute simulation basketball, the bad that you're getting out of it being more realistic is that now you're clunky and slow. And when you go more arcadey, yeah, you're going to have some spammy things, some things that don't look as realistic. But the fluidity is the most important part. The user input. I don't know. Badge, why you took my woman from me, bro? Bum. Why are you still sending me money, bro? Why are you still sending me money? Hope you and the wife are well. Thank you, Marcus. Yes, we're doing very good. When does the builder drop? It drops in 36 minutes. Not a good time to be buying stocks, bro. I'm not buying any stocks right now. When does the builder drop? Oh, I already read that. Okay. Can you stop on a dime now? I mean, the quick stops look pretty similar to 2K25 at the moment. If you think 25 dribbling was realistic, you don't know basketball. That's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, it actually is wild that people genuinely think this sequence right here is better than anything you can do in 2K25. Anything you can do. Look at the fluidity of that. Look how responsive. You can tell exactly what he wanted to do behind the controller. I mean, bro. I'm not crazy, right? Like, chat, am I crazy? Yeah, 25, very stiff. Will you ever go back to being a badge plug? No. That sequence in 2K25 looks like elementary hoops. People complaining on defense can't even play defense. Y'all want no defense and easy scoring? No, no one ever said that. I definitely didn't say that, so I don't know who y'all is. Because not even playing a big choice got me money, so I gotta show love to people that are dope. And also, a movie made me cry yesterday. Real Men Cry badge. Yo, bum, thank you for the donation, bro. Should we be excited? That's up to you, bro. I'm not gonna tell you how you should feel at all. You guys know what I do. You buy the game because you want to buy it, brother. I'm showing you the news. I give you my opinion on it. But never, even if I liked every single thing, I would still tell you, buy the game because you want to buy it. I'm going to give you my concerns. I'm going to give you the things that I like. And that's pretty much it. Can all the PGs get the same animation? What are you talking about? Which animation? Yo, Jalen, thank you for the donation, bro. We need chase downs back. I don't think we've seen a lot of chase down clips yesterday, but of course, we'll see when the game comes out. 21 had so many fun glitches. Is defense slidey? I don't know. It didn't look too bad yesterday when we were seeing the user versus user stuff, but it was in Sunset, the new Sunset thing, and I don't really, the lighting, I don't know, I couldn't really focus. I don't know how to explain it. But like, look at this. Look at this, bro. Not the freaking white green. You're telling me right now. You're telling me right now with a straight face that you would prefer the way 2K25's dribbling is versus this right here with KD. I hope we never go down this path again. But I told you guys though, and I still fully believe it. I'm going to say it a few more times. I really am. before the game comes out, because I just want you guys to really understand what I'm trying to say here. I genuinely feel like we had to have this year. It had to get so bad with the dribbling, the fluidity of that, the slingshot effect, the RNG on steroids. 2K25, hopefully we look back at 2K26 and we say 2K25 was the sacrificial lamb. It had to happen so that we could really see with our own eyes that is not the game we want. This is not the path we should be going down. I'm actually glad that 2K25 happened, because RNG has been in the game forever, but super turned up, you can't have that. Slingshot effect, where the game is controlled by an algorithm and not user input on who's actually better, can't have that. No dribbling, just awful fluidity. If you're over 6'4", if you're not LT cheesing with a 99.3 and 99 legend dimer, you're at a big disadvantage. Can't have that. There's a lot of easy ways to get back to where we are now, and it's looking like that's what we're trying to do. But again, we don't really know yet. 7'4", 99 close shot legend hook specialist Kareem go to a takeover, bro. Are you good, bro? Hey, you guys let me know right now if you're going to be post-hooking threes, and like just go ahead, give me your gamer tag, and I'll just block you tonight. Okay? I'll go ahead and I'll just get it done. That way we can save time, right? While we're waiting on the game. If people complain and say 25 is better, I'm going to lose it. I don't think there's going to be people saying 25 is better. Bro, there's no way this dude grinding came in here and said your mic is muted. You're actually a troll. I literally, like, my heart was like, oh, for a second. I'm like, bro, no way I've been sitting here and my mic is muted this whole time. There's no way. Badge not wearing a wife beater. Can't have that. I am wearing a wife beater. Literally everyone knows 26 is better. I mean, bro, think about it. No RNG, boom, massive upgrade. Dribbling fluidity, massive upgrade. I'm honestly happy, bro, if this game is better than 2K25. And that is so bad, but I will be happy with that. I really hope that we can look back at 2K26. This is where I think is our middle ground. Okay, being better than 2K25, not hard. Not hard. Hopefully we can look back. I'm not saying this is best 2K ever, right? Hopefully it's better than 2K25. It has to be. I mean, I don't really know how it couldn't be with the changes we've already seen. No RNG, the dribbling fluidity. I hope that we end up here where we can say this is the best 2K on next gen that we've got on next gen. Up here, you know, I don't got any hope for that. Maybe it'll get closer to one of the best 2Ks ever, but I just want to say I would be really happy with this year if we can look back and say it's the best next gen game we've gotten. And I don't think that's too hard. I don't think that is a impossible accomplishment. Okay, let me read all these donations, bro. You guys are insane. My biggest post hooking from 40, I'm calling it. I know your gamer tag, buddy. You will get blocked. I just hope MP can finally drive baseline. It looked a lot better yesterday. I will. Gamer tag his wife beater badge, bro. BADGEPLUG isn't talking trash because Ronnie is in here. What? Play the vid at low volume? Yeah, we'll play some of it real quick. Can we pull the chair? Apparently you can. Badge been flexing the whole time, bro. I'm not. What? What are you saying, dude? But yeah, look at this, man. Just look at this. Let's watch some of this.
5. Is this
all love, bro? You're looking jacked. Thank you for the donation, man.
simple change of making the behind the back launch easier to do and removing the restrictions to it is also a game changer in my opinion, allowing you to now combo that encounter with different types of dribble combinations. Now the misdirection dribble and the momentum crossover can be comboed back and forth, and you can combo them with any of your different types of dribble combos. So once you get the feel of it and stack things up, and once you get that muscle memory down, it's gonna feel immediately fast and responsive.
Kevin Cruz has some really good content, guys. Hey, by the way, we're right there at 2,000 likes. Like, we are right there if you guys haven't liked the stream yet. Let me make sure I like his video. Just like, you see how I did that? You see what I'm saying? Help me out here. How tall are you? 6'1". I am a playmaking shot creator in real life. 6'1", long arms. Huge supporter, bro. Thank you. Yeah, Kevin Cruz has some good content, guys, if you don't watch him. I just remember, do you guys remember last year, the Devin Booker thing? Do y'all remember what I'm talking about? He was like, look how shifty that move was. And we were all like, we were laughing for like half an hour. But besides that, really good content. Where I was sitting there like, what is he saying is shifty here? I don't see nothing. We should never let the casuals speak again and say make the game realistic. Yo, Legendary, thank you for the 5, bro.
And giving you different ways to set up your defenders with different types of ankle breaker combos. One other way that 2K made 2K26 dribbling
Of course, EJ. You streaming today?
more responsive.
Yo, King, thank you for the $10 donation. Badge, the only thing I'd like to change only so we don't lose it later in the year is the snatch to be a little slower to cancel to it's not basically instant as it is right now. Love from Brazil. Again, I don't want anything to change right now. I'm not even calling for a 3-point post hook to be patched. But I did tell you guys 2 things yesterday that I did not see making it into the release of the game. And by release, I mean when it actually comes out. When it, like, what is it, September 5th? The 3-point post hooks and how fast the snatchbacks are. The snatchbacks are literally instant to the other hand. I'm just looking at it from Mike Wing's perspective as if, like, you know, from the inside, from the outside looking in, what he's probably thinking. I don't see that staying at the same speed, but who knows? Who knows? Other than that, dribbling is very good. I can agree that the snatchback is crazy. I think that anyone that is being unbiased can sit there and say the snatchbacks are like a little crazy, right? But other than that, dribbling is very fluid, very beautiful looking. Love from the Bronx. Yo, what's good, Kinu?
Is now that you're able to change directions very sharply. Take a look at these double left stick crossovers.
What's up, Koza?
From the left to the right.
Hey, guys, look. I've been told by a lot of people today, just so you know, in 24 minutes when we get this news, to watch Koza's video from the event. So that's who we're watching first. I mean, I'm talking to this guy. He's like, yeah, you should watch Koza's video. Talking to this guy, yeah, you should watch Koza's video. So we're watching Koza first because everybody's hyping up Koza like he's about to drop the craziest video we've ever seen. It's going to blow our minds. So that's who we're going to be watching first today in 23 minutes, guys, because apparently it's going to be wild. What's your early prediction for the best build and build height in the game? Also, on a further note, what time is the builder stuff? It's starting in 23 minutes, bro, and I honestly could not tell you at all on an early prediction of what's the best build. I still think, because it's really hard to say when you say best build, there's the best build for 1s, 2s, 3s, 5s. There's a best build for what scheme. Like, there's what best PG build, what best center build. There's a lot of differences. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to let you down, says Koza. But I really still think a lot of people are going to be surprised. And in competitive modes, the meta will still be small guards. That's my guess. I still think, because I showed you guys in that video what they look like with all the max plus 2s and only 7 cap breakers. And you have Legend Lightning Launch, Legend Unpluckable, all the Legend shooting badges, And then it was like you can still get legend clamps, legend glove. I still think that they're going to be like, everybody is talking about tall guards, tall guards, tall guards. I honestly think that it's going to surprise people a lot how good small guards are still going to be. That is my guess. Not saying that it's going to be like 2K25 where small guards are way better if you're under 6'4" than like a 6'6" or a 6'8", but you see what I'm saying.
Very quickly. Another way that 2K26 dribbling improves on 2K25's weakness is now taller players have more freedom in their dribble styles. So one big thing with dribble styles last year was that they were extremely
You should make a Discord server.
really limiting you
Thank
to
you for the
certain
donation, bro.
dribble styles. If
Should I make a Discord server? Is that something people still do?
you didn't use the left stick appropriately and the technique to speed boost out of certain moves without holding sprint. Now that freedom and that restrictiveness is removed by giving you more freedom with different dribble styles to launch immediately out of different directions. And as you can see here, there are different ways to quick stop out of these launches as well. So if you're a fun or arcadey type of dribbler,
Slightly rushed.
you are being given more tools to be more effective, maybe similar to 2Ks in the past. So take a look at Zach LaVine right here. After a between the legs crossover, just immediately launch out of it and get to the basket, attacking an unsuspecting defender. I'll have a separate breakdown of Zach LaVine in particular and why he might be one of the more important players for big guard builds, but
All right, I'll look into a Discord, but don't hold your breath on that. Why is Badge looking like a drippy face scan, bro? Yeah, Discord would go crazy. I just hope ISO 6'7", 6'10" are meta as well as... Yeah, I think that what we're going to see is, like Mike Wing said, he's wanting both sides of the ball to be overpowered. He said everybody overpowered. Kind of like a 2K19 remastered feel. That's what I want to see. Not 2K19 the game, but I'm saying how you could use anything on 2K19. And also 2K20. Like, there was a whole bunch of different play styles you could do. And there wasn't anything that was way above like this year.
if you remember in 2K25, D Fox and Steph Curry had same side speed launches or quick bursts that had a little hitch to them. For D Fox, it was a in and out dribble that sort of slowed your pace down and added a little hitch to your burst, while for Steph, it was a double crossover launching into the same side.
You sure you still want 2K25 dribbling? You know, I would really love for people to admit they were wrong. Now that we've seen what we've seen, the differences, the side-by-sides, about what they wanted and what we're about to get. But of course, that will never happen, right? But, man, it's so beautiful seeing this. The game could be terrible. Let me tell you guys, bro. The game could be, like, 2K18 was a really good dribbling game, in my opinion. I think the dribbling system was very good. However, the game is my least favorite 2K ever. So we could still get that. Remember, that's still a possibility. So just keep that in mind. But like the dribbling by itself looks really good. Silent Runner, thank you for the $20 donation. Big fan, bro. Holy crap. Thank you, dude. 18 was bad. I didn't even play it. Why Badge looked like he was in Love Island. What? 2K likes iPhones. Are we still going to get the next one? Oh, 2K is like iPhones. We're still going to get the next one. Okay. My biggest gripe with 18 was you had to do the workouts after. Yeah, the workouts were annoying. Not going to lie, you lost me on 18. I mean, hey, that's just my opinion, bro. I hope that you guys... I give a lot of opinions. Okay, and a lot of people are scared to give opinions because of how people react to opinions. They're like, oh, you said you like strawberries? I'm unsubscribing. So it's good as a business to just not give opinions, right, for people. Like to just have as much fans as possible or whatever. But I want you guys to be like, I disagree with that. I still like your content. I disagree with that. Or something like that. You know what I'm saying? We can disagree. We don't have to all be on the same page for every single opinion. We can critically think and we can discuss and we can maybe even come out to new outcomes. Like how I told you guys about the rhythm shooting, how I was concerned about it. I was very concerned about it. And now I'm like, okay, I'm starting to understand what rhythm shooting is looking like, why it's like that. From reading you guys, we're basically having a discussion back and forward through the comments and stuff. I don't want Wadge to start. You don't want me to start a Discord? I adapt to all 2Ks. I just enjoyed playing the games. 18 made you miss wide open lays off the backboard. Bro, 18 was definitely for bots. 18 was, yeah, I did not like 2K18. Like, even if I said, because that's an easy one, right? There's a lot of people that when they do give opinions, they don't give a lot of opinions, but when they do something that's very easy. I don't like 2K18. That's an easy one because the majority of people will agree with you. Even if I sat here and I said, which I don't believe this, if I said I hated 2K16, I want you guys to be like, I love 2K16. I disagree with you entirely, but I'm still going to watch. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's for a whole another. We see them guns, bro. Thank you for the $10, Matthew. Dribbling dominant right stick or both badge? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Bro, why are you saying what? Badge, how are you? God bless. What's your main protein source? I eat a pound of turkey, pound of ground beef, pound of chicken. Just usually like a pound of something a day. Not every day, but most days. How long we got left? We have 16 minutes. So yeah, a lot of people, they don't give opinions, and when they do, it's a very easy thing to agree with. I'm going to say things sometimes, guys, that are very unpopular opinions that could change your mind, right? They could very easily change your mind just because there's a lot of bot regurgitation out there in the 2K community. Let me give you a very, very good one. Content creators ruin 2K. I've already seen people watching 2K26 and they're like, content creators ruined the game. Look at the dribbling. It's so arcadey. But I thought content creators ruined 2K25. And that game is the complete opposite. Dribbling. Very stiff. Very realistic dribbling. So how did they, let's pick a side here. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Bot regurgitation. It's bad. It's at all-time highs. But those people are losing the power. If you see on Twitter in the last year or two, 2K25 was an amazing game for us because we needed everything that happened in that game. They're losing the power. These very easy. It's so, if you want likes on Twitter, just say content creator, something negative. Boom, 100 likes a year or two ago. That doesn't happen anymore. It happens a little bit, but it's not the same. People are understanding that we should not have went down the path that we went. 2K25 was very important for us. And hopefully, like I said, we look back in a year or 2 years and we can go, that game was like the sacrifice that needed to happen. You know what I'm saying? How does 26 compare to 21? It was my first 2K and I loved it. Love from the UK. 26 compared to 21, I would not, thank you for the donation, by the way, but I wouldn't really compare it much to 2K21. I would say right now it looks a lot, dribbling-wise, movement-wise. I can't really talk about defense and stuff yet, but it looks like 2K19 and 2K23. Everybody's going to play meta, guys. Meta gaming is a very common thing. It's in every single game. And also, I think that a lot of people don't understand that most meta gaming stems from, of course, there's very competitive people that they want to have the best moves, whatever. Most meta gaming actually stems from people that have jobs and have lives, and what they want to do is they don't have a lot of time, right? And it's very respectable. Like if I drop a tutorial and I'm trying to help someone, it's because they just got home. They don't have time to go, oh my God, let me lab this build and lab this build and lab this build. They just, okay, BADGEPLUG made this build. He's looking good on it. I'm going to make the build. Right? They don't got time to look at how good Posterizer on Gold versus Legend is and what I've tested out on 10 different builds. If I get on Call of Duty, right, I don't play a lot of other games. So when I get on Call of Duty, what I do is I go Scump or Nade Shot or whoever's really good that I've watched for years, and I go best class. I just want to get on the game. I don't want to try every single gun out, every single attachment. I don't have the time for that. I just want to get on and be close to a even competitive experience with my other players. You see what I'm saying? Okay, this is the best gun in the game. All right, I'm probably going to feel pretty good using this gun right here. That's it. I think that metagaming has been turned into this massive like hate storm, and a lot of it really stems from people just don't have the time and they just want to skip that process. No, and on 2K, people don't have the time and the money to try out this badge on this level on one build and this badge on this level. So it's just like, okay, I'm going to click on BADGEPLUG's video. He says this is good. He says this is good. All right, let's roll with it. Let's see what it looks like. You sacrifice fun to be competitive? You can. There's people that metagame and have lots of fun. Now, you guys know me. I'm not even talking about metagaming in general, but like I make every single build every year. So if someone wants to come home and make a good Kobe build, well, I'm going to look up Joe Knows. I'm going to look up BADGEPLUG. I'm going to look up these people. And I'm going to, instead of having to sit there and go down every single animation and every dribble style, and okay, I'm just going to watch someone who I know knows what they're talking about, knows what they're doing. I'm going to skip hours and hours of sitting there in the my court, and I'm going to go play multiplayer because that's what I want to do. I want to go play the game. I don't think that people should have that much of a problem with that. People got jobs, bro. They got lives. They got things to do. They got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on it. It is what it is, bro. Hate me if you want to. How much longer for the builds to drop? 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Yeah, 2K25 was the least meta that I've ever played. And that's what I'm going to try to do this year as well. Like, I'm still going to play meta. I'm still going to make meta builds. I play every play style. So eventually I'm going to end up in meta. And usually what I like to do is try to start with meta and then work my way down and figure out the game. Because I feel like that's the easiest way to really figure out the game, is when you're not at the highest chance to win. You have to do more. You have to make better reads. You have to play better defense because you're giving up the ball more. All that type of stuff. Spending hundreds of dollars to play like someone else, maybe they just need to focus on other ventures. Maybe they do. But also at the same time, if someone wants to spend $100 on a 2K build versus going to the club and getting drunk and drunk driving home, or there's 1,000 other things they could be doing worse with their money. They could be spending them on OnlyFans thoughts. I'd rather them spend it on 2K builds. If that makes them happy, bro, that makes them happy. They could spend it on cigarettes. They could spend it on drugs. There's many, many much worse things you could spend money on. Eron, thank you for the $2, bro. Okay. Anyway, we have 9 minutes left. Yeah, it doesn't concern me at all, like how someone spends their money. OnlyFans is crazy. Why are you great at talking? LMAO, this is ridiculous. People are really complaining about using the meta in a multiplayer. I mean, there's always going to be meta in a multiplayer game. Always going to be a meta. See the GOAT, thank you for the $2. Noah with the $10. Seeing some posts go to that look, post go-tos that look crazy. Wimby is an example, but I want to know if we can cancel out of them. Same with Hakeem. Yeah, that's what I talked about yesterday. They look really, really good. Like, I really wrote off go-to post shots as, oh, this is some bot stuff. But, like, it actually looks really good. Now, can you cancel out of them? I think is where we're going to probably get some issues. Because Hakeem's going, and then he's going to be able to dribble out of it. Like, I don't know. There's going to be a lot of traveling if they didn't take their time with the go-to post moves. If you want to put me in. If you want to win, put me in. Yo, thanks for the donation, bro. Southside, thank you for the 10. That Wimby post. Guys, we have 8 minutes. We have 8 minutes 7 minutes now until the build news. It's time. It's time, guys. Now, everybody is saying, again, if you guys didn't hear earlier, that Koza's video is going to be ridiculous. So that's who we're going to watch. We're going to watch Koza's build. For those of you coming in, today we're seeing builder information, which the builder itself at the moment looks very similar to 2K25. But we're going to see the builder animations. For the first time, creators are able to actually use animations, custom animations. So that is going to be very important. Badge, I just joined. I hope shooting isn't as demanding as 2K21 old gen. Darian, thank you for the donation, bro. Dude, you guys are insane, bro. I don't know how shooting is going to be, and also when the game drops, it probably won't. It's probably going to get changed. You guys know how like 2K24, it started with a great skill gap. People complained everybody could shoot. I begged them to not change it. I was on my knees. Mike Wang, please don't do it. And they still did it. But I thought content creators ruined the game. Anyway, Matthew Hill, thank you for the $20, bro. That's insane. I feel like many people also don't enjoy 2K as much anymore because most of the community are adults now, or at least like seniors in high school. I remember my funnest moments of 2K was playing 2K20. Of course, it's you know, Agent talked about this a lot. It's called franchise fatigue. I've played COD since Call of Duty 4, and it's also just, in my opinion, in the last few years, not that good of a product, but I have franchise fatigue from playing the same game basically over and over. Like people, you know, you get fatigued, and then you'll come back one day and you'll probably really like 2K again or something. You know, there's people that haven't played in a few years. They needed that time off. They needed to do other things in life, and now you can come back. But yeah, that's a big thing, is nostalgia and all that. Will, thank you for the 5. So many YouTubers, but I always open YouTube and look for your stream. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I spent $6.50 on a fishing reel. Enjoy your life. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. I feel like a lot of people are so damn worried about how other people spend their money. Like I said, I feel like there's a million other ways you could spend your money worse than making a build on 2K. If that's how you have fun, bro, if that's what you do to lock out the real world for a minute, that's awesome. Best way to get started in the world of making 2K content. Sig, thank you for the donation. I would just do what you want to do, bro. Like, make content that you want to make and then compare it to other people's that you also like that's similar to yours. Can you sit there and watch your video like you watch someone else's that you watch? Try to get it close to that. You know? Okay, guys. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, we are about to see this information, y'all. Look, real quick, as we're sitting here, drop a like for me, okay? We're almost at 3,000 likes. We got 7,600 people in here. We can easily get to 4,000 likes. Let's go trending again. 5 out of the last 6 videos, including one stream, yesterday's stream, have went trending. So it's up to you guys. The power is in the people. That's all I've got to say. I'm going to ask just one more time before everything comes out, man. Drop a like for me if you guys have been supporting this news grind, the cycle. If you think I've been doing a good job. If you don't think I've been doing a good job, dislike it. That's fine with me as well. Give me your honest opinions just like I give you guys. Tell me with the like and the dislike button. All right. Congrats on 1 mil. Thank you, bro. What do you think of a 610 lock? I mean, 610 locks from like 2K19, they might be back. They might be big boys. They might be burly bastards. Maj, thank you for the donation in the GG. All right, guys, here we go. It's time. It's time. The likes are flying up. Everybody's ready. We have made it. We're here. Now remember, I just want to let you guys know that are just now joining in, we can't watch 10 videos at once. That's not possible. It's humanly not possible. Everybody's telling me to watch Koza's video first. That's who we're going to watch. We're going to make our way down. After this, I'm going to make a summary of like 10 to 20 minutes, just like yesterday, of what I think is the most important stuff that comes out of today. All right, so if you guys miss it, don't worry about it. I'll have it compiled for you in a video. Just don't spend 32,000 like that one guy. Yeah, that was crazy. Some dude spent 32K on 2K. Peyton with the $20 donation, guys. Thank you for all the donations, even if they were a penny. Thank you. Seriously, I appreciate you guys. Even if you didn't donate, if you're just here, if you like the stream, seriously, guys, you've been going insane during this grind. I've been working, trying to give you guys as much as I possibly can, and you've been giving it right back. So thank you. Badge, you got me back into 2K, man. Ain't really played since 21 Gen 9. I am a casual, but I did reach Veteran 1 in 25, but I play everything in my career. Also, don't get people saying it's good hitting yellows with green tempo. Yeah, I don't know about the whole, all that type of stuff, but okay, we got stuff dropping. Is dribbling dim right stick? Okay. Everyone's spamming me. All right. Let me see what we got here. Let's refresh. What do we have? You said Fanta dropped? All right. Wait. Okay, wait. Because I want to see this, but in 1 minute we're about to see Koza's video. Okay, you know what? Okay. We'll just click on it. We'll click on it.
YouTube, it's your boy Fantasy Season, aka Fan.
Right after this, we're going to Koza's video because everyone, like Fanta and Koza, these guys are both super dribblers, so I'm okay with clicking on this. And also, I'm going to like the stream. You guys should like it.
And if you're OG, you might even know me as Imagine Slaying. I know you guys are probably just excited as I am.
Come on, Fanta, show me that bag, baby.
I am super.
Nah, Fanta's a really, really good dribbler. This guy was in the 2K League. I played against him in 2K League scrimmages. Literally top 0.1% dribbler. So that's why I'm okay with clicking on this. And then we'll go to Koza.
Show you guys how I was moving day 0 at Community Day.
All right, so we're about to see people dribbling with their own custom animations. Let's see it. Oh, he's got, is that T-Mac? I'm not gonna lie, it is even more saucy than yesterday. I like that double behind the back. That's nice. All right, let's go check out builds. I know. Everyone's screaming at me. I'm trying my best. Let's see. What do we got here? Dude, my subscriber feed is ridiculous, bro. Actually insane. Okay, we're gonna watch this.
Today is
we're gonna
the
see
day
builds. We got a lot to watch. All right, let's try to find a video that's not super long. 11 minutes. Let's watch this grinding video. He had a really good video yesterday.
If you're looking for a build that can literally do it all, you came to the right place. This 6'8" demigod ISO build gets a 92.
Wait, that is actually the My Court. I showed you guys in the video that this was the My Court leak. It was a very blurry screenshot. That's the My Court right there. And look at the lighting. Thank you, bro. Thank you, 2K.
6'8" demigod ISO build gets a 92 perimeter defense, granting you the ability to clamp everybody. Gets a 93 mid-range rating, unlocking Hall of Fame set shot specialist on a tall ISO build. Gets an 89 driving dunk and 78 vertical, unlocking all the pro contact dunk animations in the entire game. Gets a maxed out 86 ball handling rating, so you can equip all the best dribble moves for 6'8" builds. And on top of all that, gets nearly a maxed out speed and maxed out agility, so you're doing all this as fast as possible. And that's before we max +2 our lightning launch to get Hall of Fame lightning launch, max +1 our set shot specialist to get legend set shot specialist, and before we use our eventual cap breakers.
Dude, builds in this game are going to be ridiculous with these max +2s.
To get a 93 driving dunk for gold posterizer. And y'all, you know what the crazy thing is? That was only using one max +2 and one max +1. You're gonna have at least 2 of each. Yeah, this build is insane. What's good, Simply Squad? It's your boy Demigod.
Bro, this is gonna be insane. All right, let's see what it looks like when you're actually making a build.
click it super fast. Now y'all, I know, the builder looks weird. It might even look a little overwhelming at first, but I promise it's very similar to NBA 2K25 with a few small changes. The first change you need to know is your speed cannot be lower than your speed with ball. And the way 2K made this possible is once your speed with ball goes higher than your speed, it starts to automatically raise your speed at the same time. Now the good news is this change only affects small guard builds. Why? Because small guards usually have a 91 speed with ball, which means if you want that attribute, you will be forced to have a 91 speed as well.
Ooh. Now we knew this, right? We knew this, but like this is interesting to see for sure. 93-3, 93 driving dunk, 95 ball handle. This is a 6'3", 91 speed. Damn, it's maxed out. He's got no perimeter. Like this is just an example, I'm guessing, but okay.
Which I'm sure you know costs a ton of attributes. 6'8" builds though can only have a max speed with ball of an 80, which by the way is 2 points higher than NBA 2K25 where your max speed with ball was a 78. And it also means you don't have to worry about the speed change when making tall guards, which leads to tall guard builds looking absolutely insane.
Turn off cam.
And don't worry, if
turn it
you're
off.
still confused, you'll understand as
see.
we make this
My fault,
build.
my fault.
So let's get into it. This build's position is going to be a shooting guard. The only reason for that being that the higher position you go, the more weight you can put on your player.
Here, I'll just go bottom right. There we go.
If you're looking to add strength in your builds, going shooting guard or small forward for your tall guard builds is gonna be ideal. And the two things I knew I wanted in this build was one, I needed a 92 plus rating in one of my shooting attributes, and I also still wanted to have a relatively long wingspan so I could take advantage of my 6'8" height. So after seeing that I would have to have a 6'8" wingspan to get a 93 3-point rating, I decided I was gonna upgrade my mid-range instead, which means the build we're going with today is 6'8", 185 pounds. With
I'm
a
gonna just turn it off so I'm not in the
6'10"
way.
wingspan. And the first thing we're upgrading is of course our 93 mid-range. Hall of Fame set shot specialist on a tall ISO build is insane. The fact
Hall of Fame, and you can get legend, bro. You could get legend right here by set shot +2. Remember, guys, you got 3 max +2s this year, dude. 3. So you could have a 6'10", whatever. You could get it all the way to legend. Just keep that in mind. And shifty shooter on a tall build, too. Guys, if you haven't dropped a like on the stream yet, man, we're almost at 4,000. Let's get back into it.
that we have a pure green window this year and you have such a high rating in one of your shooting attributes, you are going to
No, I know that Hall of Fame to legend is +1. I'm saying you could go gold and then you could +2 it to legend.
absolutely sparking it with the best possible jump shots tall guards can get. Now, because I'm such a shooting threat on this build, I definitely wanted to have finishing to counteract it when they play up on me. So I decided to go 89 driving dunk and 78 vertical to get silver posterizer.
And if you did that, by the way, this is just an example, you're going to have more attributes in other areas. So if you just go down to gold set shot and you max +2 it, now you're going to have room in other spots to put badges. I mean, there's going to be a lot of different things you can do this year.
In all the pro contact dunk animations. You might have already peeped, but yes, the requirements are the exact same. For tall guards, the requirement for each contact dunk animation is pro contact dunks are 89 driving dunk and 78 vertical. The next tier of contact dunks is 96 driving dunk and 82 vertical. And the absolute best driving dunk package you can get is a 99 driving dunk and a 90 vertical. And in my personal opinion, 89 driving dunk and 78 vertical is the perfect sweet spot if you're trying to have a build that can literally do it all. If you watched my gameplay video yesterday, you know that performing contact dunks with the dunk meter on tall builds is ridiculously easy on NBA 2K26. Not only is the green window huge, it doesn't falter and get smaller as you get closer in the paint like it does for small guards this year. I'm telling you, bro, I was not expecting to be a tall guard enthusiast this year, but man, I might have to join the dark side again, and y'all are gonna understand once you see this finished build. The next thing we did is maxed out our ball handle handle at an 86 rating. Now I will say this might actually be overkill. You might not need an 86 ball handle on tall guards to speed boost and dribble effectively. That all depends on what the best animations in the game happen to be. But for day one builds, we're not trying to min-max anything. We're trying to make sure that we do not waste our money. And guaranteeing that you can use every single dribble move that 6'8" unlock means you have virtually zero risk of wasting your money on this build, which I absolutely love. After that, we upgraded our speed with ball to a 76 to get silver lightning launch. Don't worry, we're gonna raise this even further later. At this point in the build, I just wanted to make sure that I could still get elite defense, because right now my build is looking amazing offensively. So we're just gonna keep it at 76 as a placeholder, and we're gonna come back to it. And
89 driving dunk, 6'8", 93 mid-range, 86 ball handle.
speaking of defense, we are going to have a 92 perimeter defense and an 85 steal on a 6'8" ISO build. I know that y'all probably don't remember 2K24, but I'm hoping you remember just how big 6'8" was on that game whenever you played on the 2's court. I remember I made a 6'8" build first, and not only was it impossible to guard me, it was impossible to score on me. My player was so big and long. Pause, bro. Please don't click off the video. Chill. But genuinely, that build was a menace, and it had worse stats than this one does. Now, I wanted to actually see all the defensive badges I would unlock, so I went over to my physicals and I put an 86 speed and an 80 agility. Having nearly a 90 speed on a 6'8" player that's taking long steps up the court is insane. I absolutely love it. And seeing that the build is almost nearly finished, we had a major decision to make. Now, the good news is this decision only matters the first day or two of NBA 2K26, because I made sure to cook so much with this build that no matter what you decide, you will get both options. But for right now, the decision you have to make.
Okay. What do you guys think from what we're seeing right here on this first build? By the way, we are 12 likes away from 4,000 likes. 12 likes. We got 10,000 people in here. Guys, destroy that like button for me if you haven't yet. So we got 89 dunk, 93 mid-range, 83 3, 70 pass sack. I'm guessing this is a 2v2 build, so you don't need high pass sack. 86 ball handle, good perimeter, speed 86, and then you have to add all your max plus ones, max plus twos, build specializations. That's going to be a thing that people need to look at this year when you're looking at a build, is that this doesn't necessarily explain the build anymore. It's what you're going to do with your max plus ones, your build specialization, your, what was the thing called where your badge goes up in a late game, you know, all that type of stuff is going to be what really makes the build. 47 block, yeah.
Do you want a 93 mid-range and a 77 speed with ball so you get Hall of Fame set shot specialist, or do you want a 92 mid-range and an 80 speed with ball? Now, there's a couple factors that you need to consider when making this decision. Like I said, no matter what you decide, you're gonna get both after a couple days, whether it's through your build specialization.
Okay, so let me see. 86, 92, so this is that one. Wait, is he dribbling in the my court here? Wait, what does the build come out? Hold up. Let me see.
A 6'9" ISO build. So yeah, if you're still watching the video, comment drop.
I have no idea, Chris. Thank you for the donation.
6'9" build right after.
Went back to Grinding's vid last year and he said 6'8" we're gonna be fast and 25 too. So I don't know how to feel, but it actually feels fast this year. Yo, DJ, thank you for the $5 donation, bro. Grinding says he's in the chat right now, the guy's video that we're watching, and he says 6'9" will have strength and rebound. 6'8" is my straight ISO build.
This video. But anyways, if you make this build, you will get the build name two-way mid-range slasher, which I absolutely love, because anytime I have slasher in my build name, people always assume that I can't shoot. Even though it says mid-range right there, they always sag off me and think I'm just gonna be an old head driving in the paint. And if you look at our top attribute section, we have an A mid-range, an A perimeter defense, an A- driving dunk. Our strengths mention defense because we have a 92 perimeter defense, mentions our ability to shoot middies, mentions our ability to finish, and mentions our ability to ISO. And what does it say for weaknesses?
No big weakness to report. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, that's right, we have none. For all of y'all that say that YouTubers clickbait and say demigod this, demigod that, this build can quite literally do it all. If this is not a demigod, I don't know what is. I didn't have enough time to put on the best dribble moves and the best jump shot for this build, but don't worry, you know on week 1 we're gonna be putting those on. But I did want to show y'all that even with terrible sigs on, the build was moving. It was actually able to speed boost a little bit, and again, these are horrible signature styles, and I'm sure all the dribble heads have already released the best 6'8" ISO 6, so man, I can't wait to make this build and start.
All right, okay. So our first build doesn't really show us the 4,000 build names, but I do want to see other people's. Let's see how Koza is moving, guys. Everybody has said, again, if you just joined, that this is the video to watch. Like everyone I've talked to. So let's see how Koza is moving, and then we'll look at some more builds as well.
First time ever at Community Day, we were able to use customized animations and actually lab with some of the best moves and some of the new moves. I know
that is the most important thing, guys. Is we are seeing actual animations put together, not random.
a lot of people will be making builder videos first, and I'll get to that. I just felt like this was way more important. Do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe, especially if you want to put on for all the dribbling content in 26. And check out the NBA 2K Labs website for all the builder and animations requirements. All of that just went live today. Also, use code KOZA for their premium testings. So what you're seeing here is the 6'4" build. I honestly didn't lab them much because I was on tall guards for a majority of the day.
Damn.
But you can see the potential, the quickness, the snappiness, the shiftiness. It's bringing back the older.
Now, you got to remember, guys, that are freaking out, this is without stamina. For the people that are like, oh, my God, they're going to dribble for 25 seconds. This is without stamina.
2K vibe. This is what has me excited for NBA 2K26. And yes, you can simply burst with multiple dribble styles in 26. We covered all that yesterday. But this standstill style of dribbling, mixing in new moves with like the momentum behind the back into a moving snatch back cancel, into a walk back size up, hits like crack. And I know what a lot of you guys are thinking. The 6'4" and under guards, they can move every year. Even in 25, they can move.
He's moving, bro. He's actually moving. That is... wow.
With the Garland dribble style, and you had some little combos here and there. So what do tall guards look like? Well, I got a lot of 6'8" dribbling footage. And as you can see right here, they're moving pretty nice. Now, a speculation that is going around is they do dribble.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. Hold on. There is a smile on my face.
So what do tall guards look like? Well, I got a lot of 6'8" dribbling footage. And as you can see right here, they're moving pretty nice. Now, a speculation that is going around is they do dribble.
Damn. The game's not even out. This is just a few hours of practicing.
Significantly slower, or not significantly slower, but you can definitely tell. Looking at the small guards, they look cracked. So people are thinking the dribbling speed, it could be tied to your dribble style, or it could be tied to your ball handle, or both. So whenever the game comes out, before I make my build, I'm going to test different speed with ball ratings to see the different dribbling speeds. And I'm also going to be testing the different ball handle ratings to see if that affects the dribbling speeds. And whichever one affects the dribbling speeds, I could dribble faster. If it's speed with ball, I'll max my speed with ball out.
So he put a little thing on the screen and it said speed with ball, right? That little pop-up. Because I know that's really dumb to just ask, but that's been a confusing question in the last few years that, it changes. What is the attribute you need to run fast with the ball? Doesn't make a lot of sense, but...
or any build. Speed with ball will actually matter in NBA 2K. Or if it's ball handle, I'm sure you guys already know 6'8" are meta. They get the tier 2 lightning launch. I mean...
what did he say?
They're gonna be cracked. 6'8" builds are meta. I don't want to say they're meta because you have to wait till the best players play the best players and all this, but 6'8" is going. Let me word it like this: the 6'8" is going to be the most popular build off launch for 26, and they can get 80 speed with ball. So I'm going to, obviously I'm rocking Zach LaVine a dribble style, but if the speed with ball affects the dribbling speed, I'll go 6'8" and max out the speed with ball to 80. If it's ball handle that affects dribbling speed, and 6'8s don't dribble slow. I mean, they're moving, but if ball handle affects dribbling speed, I will go to 6'7" because I'm torn between 6'8 and 6'7", especially since so many people are making 6'8s. I want to do something different. But if ball handle affects your dribbling speed, I will go 6'7" with 90 ball handle, and then I will max +2 my gold handles for days to legend. So I have legend handles for days and have faster dribbling than, you know, what the most popular 6'8 builds will be doing. And this isn't even like, I get we can have the custom animations, but this still isn't the full potential. This is just first day labbing. Like, first day labbing isn't always the peak of dribbling.
Dude,
like,
there's no way you guys are spamming 6'7". You know, while you're doing that, why don't you drop a like on the stream for me? Yeah.
This is just seeing the potential in the dribbling.
Nah, this is actually just looking crazy though, bro. Like, they weren't lying. They were not lying about this, bro. Koza, that boy moving.
And the fact that we can just simply being able to burst to either side on any build with any speed with ball, simply being able to do the momentum behind the back, cancel into a snatch back, into a walk back size up, and these new escape move combo moves, like everything is, especially seeing people like, you got GB3 dribbling like crazy, you got Dirk dribbling like crazy, the moving behind the backs are cracked. Like, we're really about to be able to move in 2K26. And it's like the most popular comment or thing that people want to know, are tall guards back? Is the play glass back? Are point forwards back? They are all the way back. They couldn't be more back. Like, we are back. The play glass build and the point forward
Face cam. All right, hold up. There we go.
build will be uploaded on the channel probably either later today or tomorrow. So definitely have post notifications on, because we are actually all the way back. Look at the dribbling. We're all the way back. And this, like I said, this is day one labbing. I did not even explore the 6'10 and up.
Day one. Day one. That's crazy, bro. It's insane. Guys, we are right there at 5,000 likes, man. Let's go trending again. Let's get it.
I did not even explore go-to shot cancels, and I barely explored hop jumper
Our
cancels.
6'9's back badge. Easy. Thank you for the donation. I don't think we've seen a 6'9 specifically, but we just seen a 6'8, and it was moving. So we'll have to see.
Because 25 introduced, you were able to, you know, these pro play animation hop jumpers to the side or whatever, like the Brooks and the Jordan Clarkson. I was labbing up with the Dylan Brooks hop jumper a little bit in my combos, especially with the 6'8. But there's got to be some new hop jumpers in there, some sleeper hop jumpers. There's got to be some new go-to shots that you can cancel with dribbling, like we did with the Suggs and all the other ones that we use in 25. There has to be a lot of go-to shots. This is dribbling.
Okay, let's go check out some builds now. We're going to come back to this, but I want to see some more builds. Let's see who we got. Let's watch Double H's Playmaking Glass Cleaner.
This all-around build stats and build name is giving me 2K20 Playmaking Glass Cleaner vibes, and I'm here to show you what it's all about. I'm just going to spoil the build name right now. A two...
Bro. MIDI slashing cleaner? That's actually hard. That's fire. Okay. Like bro said, there's 4,000 build names in 2K26, and there was almost there was about 300 in 2K25. So we're gonna be seeing different name after different name. It's gonna be insane.
A MIDI slashing cleaner. It's got defense, shooting, slashing, and rebounding in its build name, and it also unlocks the best dribble moves and best dribble style for tall builds. It's safe to say I cooked at 2K20's early testing. Now warning, this build video is to help you get an idea of what to make when 2K26 drops. But as of now, this specific build is the one I have jotted down for my first build. So this was built for my play style and for the modes that I plan on starting out in 2K26. I will show multiple ways you can can make it though while factoring in 0 cap breakers and a little bit of the +2 cap breakers and max +1, max +2 badge specialization rewards. Hey, all I ask is for you to just hit that subscribe button, but let's officially get started with this build and my entire thought process behind it and the things you can get away with to change it for your liking so you can have a better idea of what to do when you load up 2K26. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Henry, aka Double H, back at it with yet another banger, and it is time to make my first build for NBA 2K26, the build that I plan on starting NBA 2K26 with. And yeah, y'all know that I like to ISO a lot. I like to play on taller builds for most 2Ks. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna start with a 6'6" in the builder. So I went to go make a 6'6", and something I noticed was the badge tiers. Badge tiers are returning to 2K26, and I feel as if they are very important for this year's builds because with all these max +2 badges, max +1 badges that we could potentially get, especially those max +2, max +1 tier 2s, because they're going to be a lot easier to get than those tier 1s. I feel that it's important to see what badges you can get at tier 1 and tier 2. So on this 6'6", lightning launch is a tier 1 badge. So I went back to the main screen, went to 6'7", lightning launch is still a tier 1 badge. So I went back to the main screen, put it up to 6'8", and now lightning launch is a tier 2 badge. So I thought that was very interesting because lightning launch is obviously a very important badge. If you guys watched any of my gameplay breakdown video, you know that dribbling and speed bursting out of moves looks very good in 2K26. So I feel like speed with ball, lightning launch, and ball handle is going to matter a lot for your build in 2K26 if you plan on dribbling the ball. And if lightning launch is a tier 2 badge, it's gonna be pretty easy to get a max +2 tier 2, which means you could get Hall of Fame lightning launch on a 6'8" build. And since it's tier 2, you can save your max +1 and max +2 tier 1 badges on something else like a shooting badge that's really important, or a defensive badge, or even another playmaking badge, or even a rebounding badge. Not only that, but if y'all watch the gameplay breakdown, I felt like taller builds were moving pretty well, and it seemed like taller builds would have an advantage when it comes to finishing or even shooting and not getting as contested as a smaller player. And you still get that ball handle, which is max potential 86 ball handle. So 86. If you want the 85 ball handle drill moves, 6'8" is the tallest you can go for those, allowing me to get the best tier momentum crossover and a bunch of good animations. And if we wanted to max the speed of ball, 80 speed of ball is a max threshold. Maybe there's a reason to go from 75 to 80. We don't know yet. We're gonna have to test the game first. But yeah, I am a shooting guard because max height, like I said, is 6'7" at point guard. Weight, I ended up going 185 to start. I end up changing that. Wingspan, I end up changing that too. I started at 6'9". This is why I'm showing my thought process of making the build so you guys can see kind of what mistakes I made at first, what I ended up learning, and what kind of conclusion I came to and how I came to it for my build. So the first thing I ended up doing was maxing out the 3-pointer. Well, not maxing it out, but upgrading it to 89 because I'm like, okay, silver limitless, let's get that. Then I put the 75 speed of ball for Zach LaVine dribble style, which is the best dribble style in 2K26 as of now. For taller
Zach
builds,
LaVine.
And you get the silver lightning launch.
Another person saying Zach LaVine. So taller builds, Zach LaVine, best dribble style at the moment. Shorter builds was Ja Morant.
Then the 85 ball handle, just because I thought most of the dribble moves would be right there. And then 71 pass sack for that silver dimer and some kind of decent pass sack. Then I put the standing dunk to a 40. I never go 45 standing dunk. You only need that 40 standing dunk animation. And I went to go look up the animation because with the animation glossary, you can look up any dribble move, any dunk, any jump shot, whatever, and I confirmed that you get the 40 standing dunk. And look at it says you have to be 6'5" and taller, so no more 6'4", 6'3", 6'2", 6'1 De'Aaron Fox crossing into the paint for a standing dunk. Another reason why you could want to make a taller build if you plan on crossing into the paint for a standing dunk, you got to be 6'5" or taller. Then I ended up putting this driving dunk for 79 for now. I put the speed to 85. I put the agility to 80, not for any badge reason, just because I thought that was a good spot to be at. And I feel like People aren't going to be going super high speed and agility yet because it's super expensive, and that's not something you're probably going to be able to get away with and make an all-around build until you have a lot of cap breakers. Then I went with 85 perimeter defense to get those silver prim badges, 60 steel just to start with bronze interceptor. I thought in the builder breakdown, like I showed, that plucks were really rare, so I'm not going to be really reaching for plucks. So I kind of just wanted to start off with interceptor, maybe max plus 1 or 2 that in the future.
Dude, there's nothing in front of my face cam. It's just height and weight, which we already seen.
Then we went with 74 block and 60 interior defense. Then I went back to the driving dunk, and now I'm upgrading just little things at once just to see what I can get away with, see what how long it takes me to get to 99 overall. And I upgraded the driving dunk. I was upgrading the vertical, seeing what the posterizer badge requirements were. They're the same as last year. So at first I go 89 driving dunk, 78 vert after checking the contact dunk animation requirements, which are also.
This is actually pretty cool. I was like, it's not that big of a deal. You'll probably learn them, but this is actually nice. So you don't, when you do forget, you can just pop it up right there.
So the same as last year. And since the dunk meter got a buff, it's not as good as 24, but it's better than 25. And in 24, at 93-80 threshold.
Better than 25, not as good as 24. 25 at the end, it was pretty good. But it wasn't like, as long as you have the space to do the dunk, you don't need a high dunk. Like high dunk, like 99 versus 89 doesn't really change much because it's about your, you guys know what I'm talking about, bro.
Well, back then it was 94-80 threshold was where I thought the dunk meter was the best stat in terms of making a build. So that's what I went with again in 2K26, that 93.
I didn't say 2K25 was good. I was saying the dunk meter at the end was good.
3 dunk 80 vertical threshold for goal post riser and the extra contact dunk animations. I tried going up to 86 ball handle. It gives me silver ankle assassin. I end up changing that later on, but then I noticed my rebounding. I have a 70 offense rebound, 55 defense rebound, and for my play style, especially on the 2s core, I want to have high rebounding. If I'm playing with a popper, I want to be able to have really good rebounding. I want to have a max O board, and right now Rebound Chaser is a tier 1 badge, and I don't even get Silver Rebound Chaser because I don't have enough max potential to get that. So I went back to the main screen and I put up my weight to exactly 205 pounds, which gave me the max potential to get 80 defensive rebound, allowing me to get Silver Rebound Chaser. So then I maxed out my D board. I could also max out my O board to 73. With this 80 defensive rebound would give me Silver Rebound Chaser, which I liked. We also have Silver Box Out Beast. And then I just tried.
See, this is crazy because like 80 offensive rebound to get Silver Rebound Chaser. And then you can max plus 2 it. You can have Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser. 16 attributes away and have Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser. So the question is, Mike Wayne kind of answered it yesterday, but I want to see when the tests come out, how big of, and this is just one example. You can do this example a bunch of different times. I want to see it in so many different areas. How much is an 80 rebound max plus 2 to Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser? How good is it going to be, the effectiveness of if you just had a 96 rebound stat? Or let's say you had 92 and you max plus 1 it to Hall of Fame. So what's a 92 max plus 1 to Hall of Fame effectiveness versus an 80 max plus 2 to Hall of Fame?
Upgrading some other things, I put 70 board, and then I could get a 92 prim. So this is why I'm showing all of the footage of me making this build, so y'all are aware of what you can get away with. So you can get 92 prim at this point in the build. Get those gold perimeter badges. That could be kind of nice. Then I put it back down. I'm like, okay, let's try something else. Midi seemed really cheap. I got all the way up to an 89 midi, a plus 10 midi from 97 to 98 overall. That's kind of crazy. So I'm like, okay, let me put the 3 down to 83, get some more midi, put that strength down that we got from putting up the perimeter. Now I have a 93 midi, giving me a bunch of gold shooting badges and Hall of Fame set shot instead of just like 1 gold shooting badge and silver shooting badges. So I thought that was much more worth it than having just an 89 3 and a 79 midi. Now I have an 83 3
and 93 midi. Then I started to know my 86 ball handle stat. I'm like, do I need an 86 ball handle? Because at 85 ball handles where you get the best momentum tier crossover. I remember that James Harden combo moves from last year was that 86 ball handle. I searched it up, but then I forgot that they took out combo moves out of the game. I'm pretty sure they moved them to put inside of the escapes. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm like, okay, there's not really a specific move that I want that's at 86 ball handle. I don't care about silver ankle assassin. I already have my best tier momentum crossover unlocked, so I may as well go down to 85 ball handle. There's no point of 86 ball handle right now. So I start messing around with the extra stats. I could get maybe a 73 pass sack instead of a 71, a +1 3 for 84-3, a +1 speed for 86 speed, a +2 agility for 81 agility, only a +1 for 86 prim, only a +1 for steal for 61 steal, only a +2 for block, 76 block, maybe +2 for speed ball, 77 speed ball, maybe a 75 layup. Maybe
it's a 2v2 build, so you don't need high pass sec. 71 is perfectly fine in 2K25 on the 2v2s. But 80 rebound still has, so it has rebound, it has block, it has perimeter. This is like grinding made the 6'8", but instead of block and I think it was the rebound, he had like, what was it, 92 perimeter. So instead he got the drive and dunk. I think it was the same stat. But yeah, so that's what he changed up in these areas. What do you guys think is better so far? And again, you have to keep in mind the max +2s, the max +1s, the build specialization. What do you think is better so far? We've seen 2 builds now. Not the name, but grinding or double H. And guys, I'm going to watch other people's videos. I cannot watch 10 videos at once. So for the people that are like, watch this guy, we're going to make our way there, okay? We're going to get there. Grinding. This is very similar to the type of build I would make, just with more strength and a bit less ball handle. Feel like people still sleeping on little guards. I'm saying, bro. I feel like they're really sleeping on the little guards.
An 80 post control or a 59 standing, 69 free throw. There didn't really seem like there was much great options. But before I chose what to do, I wanted to show some playmaking moves and me looking up the animation glossary just to show y'all some moves that were good, that were tested in 2K. Is you can choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, rebounding, and you get a +2 cap breakers to that section, a max +2 to tier 1 or tier 2, and a max +1 badge to tier 2 or tier 1. I feel like build specialization is going to be pretty capable for most people watching these videos. And if you don't remember the challenges, the first goal where you got something good, you get the first cap breaker after making 500 middies or threes, and you can do this offline in my career too. You get the first badge max +1 that can go towards tier 1 or tier 2 after winning 100 games with 5 or more jump shots in each win. Another pretty manageable one. And then the second shooting cap breaker when you make 1,000 middies or threes, and then the other max +2 badge when you make 2,000 middies or threes. I feel like everyone's going to get to these at some point, especially, bro, if you're playing micro, like you can easily knock that off in offline micro, literally on a rookie. Like that would be mad easy. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do build specialization shooting. So what if I did that? So we're gonna put the midi down 2 to save as many attributes as possible because it's the most expensive one. So what could I get when I put the midi down 2? Well, I could get an 87 3-pointer maybe, but there's not really a reason to do that. I could get an 80 pass accuracy with a max offensive rebound, maybe a 76 pass max O board and a 78 speed with ball. But is there really a reason to get the +3 speed with ball? I was maybe messing around hiring the block, hiring the standing dunk, or the interior defense. Maybe I could get the max O board 85 3 and 76 pass. By the way, at 76 pass you get silver versatile visionary. I'm pretty sure last year was like at 78 or 77, so that's a minor change. Maybe I get 87 speed with the max O board 85 3, or 85 3 84 agility with the max O board. But at this point, I thought this was the best combination. You get the 76 pass act, which is going to give you the silver break starter, the silver versatile visionary, 85 3 from 83 just to have a bigger green window. I feel like 85 sounds better. And then you get the max offensive rebound, so we have max offensive and defensive rebound. And I thought, oh yeah, this would be the end of the build. But thank God I was not done making the build, because I ended up figuring out that when we put our 3-pointer down a while ago to 83 instead of 89, we didn't realize that we could put our wingspan up again. So make sure if you end up doing, you could do too. If you were planning on upgrading the steel though, it does
91 midi from 93 because of the +2 from the build specialization. You can get 80, so you can get 9 more pass ac, 5 more speed of the ball, 76 pass ac plus 85 3.
Doesn't go up like at all, so it is very expensive. So what I plan on doing is putting that midi down to, like I said, going 76 pass ac for the silver break starter, silver versatile visionary, and then the 85 3, and then we'll complete the build right there. We'll choose shooting specialization. I'll put the +2 cap breakers for 93 midi, giving us gold deadeye. Not very good in.
Okay. So the build was called, if you guys missed it, it was called, where's it at?
Shades, but the build
Two-way midi slashing cleaner. I hope defense can keep up. They should kept steal. Yo, thank you for the donation, bro. Let's see. So everyone's saying Cheeseaholics video. Let's see. Cheeseaholic. See what he made.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Cheese. Finally back with another video. Y'all boys say what up to Maya. Say hello. Yeah. Yo, so listen, before, I know you guys seen the clips at the beginning. I know you guys want to see the build, the dribble moves. I have all of that. I just want to show you guys my daughter. This is y'all niece, bro. Y'all say hi to y'all niece. Say hello. Y'all know she stayed dripped up too. She got the Jordans on, bro.
Okay.
But anyways, it's time to get into the best build, the best 6'2 build. You guys see the clips. I'm gonna roll this 1v1 clip. I'm gonna show you guys that this build is literally the best build. Do not forget, we have the NBA 2K26 giveaway going on right on my eyes. How tough this build is
1v1?
before you guys even make it. This 1v1 against a 2K League pro player, probably one of the best, but not better than me. First play, Curry, green.
Curry into the green.
Now, one thing about this 1v1 is my animations literally got glitched and put all Stephen Curry animations on. Green. But just to show you guys how tough this build is, it can shoot threes, it can midi fade, it got the middies. Look at that, wide open. It gives me a late, whatever, bro. All my animations literally got stuck on the Stephen Curry. I'm not really tripping. Now the 2K League player got the ball. You guys already know that this build got 75 perimeter, so he got clamps. And one thing that I love about this year 1v1s, as soon as you miss it, there's no getting rebounds. You just check up the ball. So I'm gonna 5-0 on this 2K League pro player called Fitness.
That's real ball right there. That's real ball. Nobody who really plays basketball does rebounds on 1v1. That's not skill gap. So hopefully that actually makes it into the game. Not just my court.
Season, bro. As you guys can see right here, I got defense, hands up.
One possession only, baby.
None of my dribble moves got put, so you guys are not gonna see me combo up crazy other than the Curry. But I'm gonna show you guys how fire this build is and how easy it is to score. Wide open, he don't got a hand up green. So against a 2K League pro player that is tough at the game, I'm already up 7-0. He's talking mad trash. He caught an ankle breaker on me. Shoots it. Garbage. Just didn't make the right build, bro. Just didn't make the right build.
That's
I'm gonna
pretty
show you
cool.
guys why this build's so tough. Watch this.
Why are they catching it like on the side and stuff? I don't know. Just something I noticed.
Oh my god. Chicken noodle broke his ankle super. Damn, fan, if you watching this, you trash. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I told you guys, make this build. You guys have all the animations. You guys got the build. Have some fun, bro. Have some fun, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, I am cooking him. This is like with no cuts, no nothing. You guys see this, bro. Literally shooting 67% with this build. Speed boost, wide open. So I got the midi in the bag. I got the jumper in the bag. You guys already know I got the 80 dunk. But, you know, I'm going to just show you guys how tough this is. Just jump shots only, bro. As you can see, he got on the Curry slide, too. So the Curry slide, especially day one, is going to be OP. And you guys see that? He peeked that right over me. So just showing you guys some of the peaks and some of the shots that you guys...
He only has 75 perimeter, so things like that should happen if you time your shot right.
An NBA 2K26 for day one. Left him wide open. He missed it. All right, time for me to stop playing with my food and to get this guy out of here, bro. Oh my god, easy, easy. I don't have to dribble. Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know if the difficulty is high or not, but like, look when he shoots.
The shots that you guys can take in NBA 2K26 for day one.
It's only one category you can pick per build in the build specialization. Thank you for the donation, Hanky.
Left him wide open. He missed it. All right, time for me to stop playing with my food and to get this guy out of here, bro. Oh my God.
I don't know. That doesn't look like it's on rookie. Like, that's a pretty small meter, and I know Cheeseaholic always makes small, like, meta type guards. I'm guessing he has a very high 3 or mid range. I don't know.
Easy, easy. I don't have to dribble. Oh my God, he killed me right there. You guys can see that Curry move is just so effective. Now he got badge. He might make a comeback and beat me here, bro. So this is a little sweat game, bro. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna blow him out 21-0. The guy is a pro player. I jumped. He missed. Let's go. My ball. Time for me to get
that's
this
actually so
2K
nice.
Out of here, bro.
That's a big improvement for the game right there for 1v1s. Just that change right there is huge for 1v1.
First day on 2K26, the best guard. You guys know I won the 2K Community Day Tournament. Easy, wide open green. One more bucket, y'all. Look how I cook him with the Curry slide. Watch this. I'm telling you, watch. Stupid.
Oh my
green.
God.
So look.
Yeah, the Curry slide is definitely a kill again.
How do y'all feel about that? The combos, the 1v1. Now it's time to show you.
Yeah, all the bums are cooked that are just sitting there throwing up close shots and grabbing their own rebound. But that first one better go in, bud. Better hope that first one goes in.
This build. This is even more combos here. Curry, hang. Now, as I'm watching these clips, that behind the back looks pretty cool. That looks cool. But you guys can see me spamming all these moves. You guys only got to do these moves 1-2 times to be out because, you know, stamina's going to play a factor.
Yeah, nah, dribbling is back. Holy. But stamina, you're going to have to be careful with your stamina.
Look how clean that looks. And that's no left stick cancel. Look at that speed boost animation that I'm getting right out of that. Look, I'm out. You even get a speed boost animation out of there, bro. Look at that, I'm out. That's a green light all day. I just can't wait to actually get in the park and look at that, I'm out. That's a green light all day. I just can't wait to actually get in the park and actually combo up, bro. You guys can see, bro, like, this shit is hella cool, bro. Combo here. Bang. These are literally like my favorite go-to combos. I feel like patch one.
Yeah, he's moving. That boy moving.
Meta because look at that. Look how cheesy that is. Look how cheesy that is. See what I'm saying, bro? So that just gives you guys a basic of it, bro. So you guys can see patch one, bro. This shit gonna be hella fun. Right here, you guys can see I'm spamming it with the Curry behind the back. That shit looks clean. Right into the green light. Now let me really get crazy with you boys. Look at this. That doesn't look like 2K. Oh my God, look at the spam moves. Imagine if I do a momentum in between that right there. That right there just looks amazing. So it could just show you guys that the dribbling this year, you guys don't need a left stick cancel. You guys don't need a fucking left stick L2 cancel. You guys can just speed boost out of all these animations easy, just with the R2 and the right stick. Look at that right there. Just look at these spam moves, bro.
Now, remember, speed boost is a very, very realistic move. Bursting out of a move, running forward with speed is a real move. Speed boost is just the 2K term for quick first step. For bursting out of a move, explosive drip, whatever you want to call it. Hanky, hit stick, thank you for the $4.99. Okay, so it's just +2 on every attribute in that category. No, plus you get 2 cap breakers from build specialization for the one category you pick. You can put one on 3-point if you do shooting. You can put one on mid-range. You can put both on mid-range. But they can only go into your, if you pick shooting, 3-point, mid-range, or free throw, or physicals. So you also have physicals that you can do. For all of them, physicals, you can do speed, strength, all that stuff. Jalen, thank you for the $4.99. When testing out your build, is the shoot around, can we change the difficulty? Jalen, I did not play the game early, so I don't know that. I can't answer that for you right now.
Into some more clips. All right, y'all, so you guys can see you can spam the behind the back this year, too. Look at that, bro. You can even combo up into it. So I put on the camera walk.
You think 2K is like 2K23? Yeah, the dribbling is like, it looks like 2K23 and 2K19 together.
Trey Young, then look how cheesy this looks. It was into the Kobe White. Oh, man. into the deep book. Come on, y'all. You guys can't lie, bro. So these moves.
All right, let's see this build.
Super duper. Our defense. I'm just looking at some
Let's
of
see
the
this build,
badges that we
Cheese.
could get, and I just want to make sure you
So he's gonna make a play shot every time. That's what he
guys
does.
have the day one best build because I already know
91
everybody's gonna
speed.
copy my.
You always have to factor in your max plus twos, your max plus ones this year, your build specialization. I know I keep saying it kind of like a broken record, but he's gonna put +5 on the 3, obviously, and then yeah. So it's a play shot. It's, you guys know the builder itself looks really similar to 2K25. But when it comes down to all the other stuff you do, that's where it changes it.
Tell me what this build don't have in the chat, bro. I don't need to get rebounds.
So 80 layup. He's got bronze posterizer, park dunks, silver physical. No, because he doesn't have strength. 80 layup, 94, put to a 99, ball handle 95, 91 speed ball. I mean, yeah, it's a playmaking shot creator build.
I'm a 6'2" guard. Me playing with a center on the 2s. On the 3s, I don't need to get no rebounds. I can play defense. I can go for lanes. I can shoot the 3 ball. I can dribble. I can pass the ball. I can lay up the ball. I can dunk the ball. And I'm super fast, so I can do my off-ball dexes and shit, bro. And let's see the name. Stephen Curry, Tyrese Maxey, fire. Ball hawking 3-point shot hunter. Perfect. Charge attributes.
I've seen it. Ball hawking 3-point shot hunter. That's another new one. Steph Curry. Ball hawking 3-point shot hunter. Okay, let's move on. We watched grindings. Let's see the rest of Koza's video, him dribbling.
Only dribbling, not even using hop jumper cancels or go-to shot cancel.
Because everyone was saying he's got the best dribbling video. So this is going to show us 6'4" right now, 6'8". Do we have any other switches? Yeah, so he switches back.
So this isn't even it. This isn't even all of it. And when I tell you playing this game, it was genuinely fun. I have not labbed in the my court. Bro, I gave up dribbling like after 23. After 23, I labbed a little bit in 21 whenever, you know, glitch dribbling and spin backs and we had that stuff in the park. The 21 current gen dribbling was really, really good outside of the speed glitch or whatever. But that's like really the last time I've labbed. I labbed a lot 17, 18, 19, and 21. Since then, I really haven't been in the my court much. I remember when the game came out, you had to lab. And whenever you labbed in the my court on your own, you could be different, separate yourself, and you had a variety of animations to use. Every dribbling tutorial that I watched in 2K19, G-Man, Bandit, the Poor Boy Sin, they all had slightly different animations on and different combos, and they all had their own sort of swag with dribbling.
Yeah, we're going to look at big men, guys. We can't watch, 10 videos at once, bro. Going as fast as we can.
Tell you, this game genuinely has me excited because there's multiple good snatchbacks, multiple good behind the backs, there's good moving crossovers, there's good ways to speed boost, there's good dribble styles at every ball handle or speed with ball requirement. Like, I feel like you can't go wrong with a 6'3", 6'4". I feel you can't go wrong with a 6'5", a 6'6", a 6'7", a 6'8", a 6'9" was even moving. Like, when I tell y'all, I
want to see Joe Knows video. We haven't seen his yet. Oh, here's a big guy right here.
NBA 2K26 Kevin Durant build. When I saw how this 6'11 KD could move in the Learn 2K, I knew there was potential. And then when I hit the play now, I saw what I wanted to see. Shooting over people like Kevin Durant. And the thing about this is I was paying attention in the top right corner. Look at the badges that he has. He's got Hoff Deadeye, Gold Limitless, Gold Lightning Launch. He has badges that we are able to get on a 6'11 now because of those Badge Max plus 2s and Badge Max plus 1s. This is my 6'11 Kevin Durant build on NBA 2K26, and they're saying it has no weaknesses. Let's get into it. What if I told you you could be using...
I wanted to go higher, but to get KD's base, you need 89 shot rating. So we got the 89 mid-range to unlock KD's jumper and all that. Plus, you're going to see what we're going to do with these Badge Max +2/+1 combos. It's going to be crazy. 6'11", we're going to have legend set shot and half shifty and all this stuff. So let's get into it. I didn't want to go minimum wingspan because obviously KD has, you know, long arms in real life. So at least we got a couple extra inches on the wingspan going 7'1". But let's dive into this thing, man. And bro, I'm not clickbaiting. They really said no weaknesses. I'm gonna show y'all at the end, but I want y'all to see how the attributes move. It is very similar to last year, but I feel like watching this, you could actually like get some information from how the things go up, and that's why I just backed out and I came back in because I forgot to pull up the menu. If you watch my builder breakdown, there's so many tabs and little things to pull up. It's very tedious. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of clunky to navigate, but I think as the year goes on, we'll get used to it. But I want y'all to see like how the badges come up as I put the attributes up and see like how the overall goes up. So instead of just skipping all the way to the end, I feel like there is value in watching, you know, how things get upgraded and how expensive they are and things like that. That's going to kind of help you make your build when you go in. But one thing I noticed is Kevin Durant's dribble animations are only 70 ball handle requirement. So we went 73 ball.
What?
Handle to get strong handles on gold because we got 75 strength, but we got all KD SIGs on the dribble side with that 73 ball handle, and then we have his jump shot base and releases with the 89 mid-range. So at least in the community day version of the game, we got all the KD stuff that we want to see, because I mean, y'all saw the clips. KD is moving this year. KD is bursting. KD is looking like KD. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait. We seen how KD was moving. You're telling me you only need a 73 ball handle to get most of his moves? $73? I think 2K said that he had a 92. Obviously, you know, 2K, when you're making a build, you're going to have to change it a little bit because I don't even think you can get close to a 92 on a build of his height. But 70? 70? Oh my God. That's insane, bro.
I was really inspired when making this build, as corny as that sounds, but y'all get what I'm saying. Also forgot to mention that 68 speed with ball is not only Bronze Lightning launch, but KD's dribble style is 65 speed with ball. So we even get KD's dribble style. KD's dribble style,
bro.
KD's dribble moves, his jump shot base, jump shot releases, all that good stuff. All right, now let's keep it going. Box out beast is not tied to strength anymore if you watch my builder breakdown. So that 85 defensive rebound, we're getting gold box out beast with silver rebound chase.
We didn't see his breakdown yet. I actually want to see that. Hold on.
65 speed with ball. So we even get KD's dribble style. KD's dribble style, KD's dribble moves, his jump shot.
So it's just your rebound this year?
Base, jump shot releases, all that good stuff. All right.
So that's the second badge now that we know has a different requirement. Shifty shooter is no longer physicals. It's just your shooting rating. So now box out beast is different also.
Now, let's keep it going. Box out beast is not tied to strength anymore if you watch my builder breakdown. So that 85 defensive rebound, we're getting gold box out beast with silver rebound chaser. And if you watch the intro, you saw KD has silver rebound chaser. We're going to end up with a lot of similar badges to what KD has on the roster. And that can only mean good things because KD is an absolute god on this game. I ain't gonna lie. He was my favorite player that I used in all of the play now testing that I did. We got 90.
Everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying that, and you get his moves at a 70 ball handle. That's crazy, bro.
Layup.
That's just crazy.
87 driving dunk, 72 standing dunk. That's gonna give us the bronze rise up. Now, the build's already looking solid. I know you're probably looking at like, damn, 93 overall. There's like not much else you could do. I don't know if it's because I'm 6'11 or what, but I got a whole lot more attributes to get. We're going to get 87 post control. That's going to be gold post up poet. That's also going to give us the post fade phenom.
Oh my God. Post control is so cheap. So you go 87 post control for that gold post up poet on any type of build where you want to have some bailout or you want to have some post game, and then you max plus to it. Legend post-up poet. Ugh. Nasty. It's going to get nasty.
Our 95 overall. We haven't touched our defense yet. But check this out. 71 perimeter. That's going to be bronze challenger. It is a tier 2 badge, so if you wanted to, you could badge max +2 it and have gold challenger on the 611 or +1 it and get it to silver, but we'll talk about that in just a second. 60 steal for the bronze interceptor. And then on top of it, you know KD's coming off the weak side, using that height and that wingspan to contest shots and block shots. 84 blocks, 70 interior. That's going to be silver anchor. And we still got some attributes left over. We're going to slap that on free throw. I mean, it's Kevin Durant. We got to be automatic from the charity stripe. So we're going to put the rest on our free throw. And then we're really going to dive into what the potential possibilities are with your badge max +1 and +2 slots. And remember, this is a build with no cap breakers. Imagine this build with 5 or 10 cap breakers. I mean, man.
Yeah. So that is a really important thing to keep in mind is we're going from 2K25 to 26 with the same builder. But most of us right now have at least 5, 6, 7 cap breakers. Some people 10, 12. You're looking at builds that are being made around 0. It's going to look a lot different. Then you have the max +2s, the max +1s, the specializations. So I'm probably going to make my first, like last year, I made one build. My first build was a 6'4". Still a really good build, honestly, I think, to this day for a day 1 build. I made one version without cap breakers, one version with cap breakers. That's probably what I'm going to do this year as well for you guys is make one for whichever one you want. Do you want one build where when it does get the cap breakers, it reaches its potential, or one to start off and be good? 71 perimeter, though. That's the only thing that I'm eyeing here. Is this 71 perimeter? The build looks insane. I mean, KD, insane. But what I would do personally probably is move some stuff around here and get a little bit more perimeter, but I want to see what you even get there on a 6'11".
This build is looking like a park or random wreck, just absolute all-around demigod build. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, the game said there's no weakness. I mean, it does look really, really well-rounded. I am not going to lie. But let's talk about the Badge Max +1 and Badge Max +2 in the Tier 1, Tier 2 slots. And then also the...
Because, let's see.
Tier 2 badge. So if you wanted to...
So wait, you can't... Again, you can't... Where's clamps at? I don't think you get clamps on a 6'11" this year.
And then on the other side, on the Tier 1 slot, you're looking at your set shot, your dead eye, physical finisher. There's a lot of potential here. Let's talk about it, all right?
Yeah, on-ball menace is right there. It's really hard to see, but it's right there.
If you specialized in shooting, you get a +1 and a +2 applied to shooting badges. So apply your +2 to set shot. Now you got legend set shot on your 6'11". I would say apply your +1 to your Deadeye. Now you have gold Deadeye with legend set shot. Now remember, you get a +2 that can be applied to the Tier 1 and Tier 2 category. So let's run through this. In the Tier 1 slot, I'm looking at that bronze limitless range, using my +2 there to get gold limitless range. That's what KD has on the roster, and it felt very, very good on half difficulty. I think on 6'11", gold limitless could be real glitchy. On the Tier 2 slot, as much as I would like to +2 the shifty shooter to Hoff, because that's what KD has on the roster as well, I think it makes more sense to plus the lightning launch to gold. That's what KD had on the roster, and he was flying. He was flying around the court, and being able to move on a 6'11" is going to be very important. So I would +2 the lightning launch to gold. Then we still have a Tier 1 and Tier 2 +1. I would use the +1 on Shifty to get it to gold. I know that posterizer sitting right there. You could get that to gold. But I think the gold Shifty would go a long way with the way the KD build is designed and also the KD playstyle. On the Tier 1 side, there are a lot of things you could +1 that would hold some value. I mean, something like paint.
I think if I make a KD, I'm going to go 6'10" so I can get clamps. That's what I would
getting
probably
that
do if I
on
made a
gold.
KD.
Brick wall, even getting it to silver if you feel like you're going to be setting screens. You could go gold rebound chaser or Hoff box out beast. Even something like physical finisher, helping your layup game, or getting gold unpluckable. There's a lot of options you could go
I mean,
with.
people are moving this year, bro. People are really moving this year. No clamps. Whew, you might be in for some hell. You might be in hell.
Overall, though, it is such a well-rounded build. I'm really happy with the way this one came out. And like I said, this was with no cap breakers. No cap breakers. They ended up calling it a 3-level scoring cleaner. I guess the 85 defensive rebound.
So they really like this cleaner name.
Got the cleaner name. I'm not really sure. I don't really love the build name, but I love the build itself. And as you can see, no weaknesses on the KD build, man. But if y'all want to check,
I like it. I like it. I would just go 6'10". I know that he wants to have like the most realistic. You know, I guess KD is in real life closer to like 7 feet. I don't know. His height's real controversial with people, but I'm going 6'10". I'm getting clamps. I don't care. People can be mad at me all they want that my KD build isn't his perfect height. I'm getting clamps. That's basically my only thing to take. But everything, I mean, dude, his moves at 70 ball handle, bro. 70 ball handle. That's insane. We've seen how the KD was moving. That's going to be crazy. All right, let's watch his build breakdown as well. Damn, we got another. All right, center builds. Never mind. Let's
I
check
have
this out
3
first.
different center builds for you to check out. An inside center, a popper with Hoff set shot, Hoff posterizer, and legend rebound chaser. And then a 7-1 center with deep bomber, legend set shot, Hoff limitless. Yes, you heard that right. Drop a like on the video, and let's get into it.
What the hell did he just say, bro?
And then a 7-1 center with deep bomber, legend set shot, Hoff limitless. Yes, you heard that right. Drop a like on the video, and let's get into it. Center.
Crave, thank you for the dono, bro. I wish they would have been able to show us more about build specializations. Yeah. We'll see more on Tuesday, I think, about that.
Builds on NBA 2K26. If you
Nah, bro, I'm about to be out there from deep, like Soluminati on the 7-3 legend limitless max plus 2'd. Your hands right here, and I'm like, swish from half court, swish from half court. Like, bro, what? What did I just hear, bro?
You are a center, you should be ecstatic because it's crazy what you can make with no cap breakers. Keep in mind, we'd have no cap breakers making these builds. With the Badge Max plus 1s and 2s that we're going to get into, it's insane what you can make. This first one we're looking at, there's a few different versions of center builds in this video, so definitely you're going to want to watch the whole thing. The first one is an inside center. Now, I'll be honest.
Real quick, I do want to say as well, I just thought about it with the KD build. Everybody is going to have Legend Glove or Hall of Fame. You know, every defender is going to have, because of the max plus 2s and the max plus 1s. So when you got like bronze unpluckable, silver unpluckable, I'm going to turn off my face cam though so you guys can see that real quick.
I feel like with the Badge Max plus 1 and 2s, you're probably going to want to be looking at poppers this year, unless you're just somebody that really doesn't like to shoot, or you have bad internet or something like that. But we'll look at an inside center real quick so you can see it. But you can, I mean, man, the poppers look insane, and I made a few of them after this inside. But this is 7 foot max wingspan, as I told you on the builder breakdown. The max wingspan on players is now 6 inches above the height, so 7'6" wingspan is the max wingspan on a 7 foot center. You're looking at 90 standing, 87 driving dunk, so that's gold rise up, silver posterizer. 87 pass accuracy for the gold break starter. You know, you gotta be able to throw breaks, and I feel like with no cap breakers, 87 is a good spot to start. Once we get cap breakers, obviously you're gonna see people get up into the, you know, the Hoff break starter, legend break starter range, especially on inside centers. But 87 is a solid starting point for a, you know, a center with no cap breakers. We're also going to get 95 strength. It's at 91 here. I'm just kind of tinkering around, seeing what I could do, but 95 strength for Hoff brick wall. And that 99 rebound, of course, legend rebound chaser, legend box out beast. You don't need strength for box out beast this year. You just need the rebounding rating. but that strength is going to be good obviously for the brick wall. So let's just look at this in terms of badge max +1 and +2 badges. So this is where I feel like the popping centers are able to utilize the build specialization and all the badge max +1 and 2 perks a lot more effectively than the insides, because here you're obviously not going to use your build specialization on rebounding because you already have the legend rebounding badges and the 99 rating. So if we just look at it, your tier 2 badge max +2 could use on posterizer, Hoff posterizer. Your tier 1 +2 you could use on rise up. That's going to be legend rise up. Your +1s you could go brick wall for legend brick wall, and then you know the other one you could put on dimer, or maybe you could put it on chase down artist, or high flying denier they call it now. Sorry, I always refer to the old name, but you see what I'm saying? That you start to kind of lose, you know, in terms of those really important badges. It's like pretty much you already have everything you need. You could build specialize your defense maybe and upgrade your paint patroller, your playmaker, maybe do your break starter. I'm not sure, you know, just compare it to the popper, right? This is a 7-foot max wingspan popper, and you could just really utilize the build specialization and the badge max +1 and 2 so much more effectively. But let's check this out. So 78 3-pointer, that's still popping.
99 O board, 87 driving dunk, 90 standing dunk, 87 pass hack, 95 strength. And you guys, again, no cap breakers. If he went 94 O board, cap breaker 5 points right there, it's going to open up a lot of attributes, right? So again, you just have to look at it differently. Like this 2K25's builder, but it's not 2K25 yet because no one has the 10, you know, the 10 cap breakers. Like a lot of people have 10 cap breakers right now, you know. So you take 4 off here, you get more block, you get more interior. You know what I'm saying? You have 2 more cap breakers from your build specialization. You take 2 off standing dunk, you get more block, more interior, you know, you get whatever you want.
Centers are able to utilize the build specialization and all the badge max +1 and 2 perks a lot more effectively than the insides, because here you're obviously not going to use your build specialization on rebounding because you already have the legend rebounding badges and the 99 rating. So if we just look at it, your tier 2 badge max +2 could use on posterizer, Hoff posterizer. Your tier 1 +2 you could use on rise up. That's going to be legend rise up. Your +1s you could go brick wall for legend brick wall, and then you know the other one you could put on dimer, or maybe you could put it on chase down artist, or high flying denier they call it now. Sorry, I always refer to the old name, but you see what I'm saying? That you start to kind of lose, you know, in terms of those really important badges. It's like pretty much you already have everything you need. You could build specialize your defense maybe and upgrade your paint patroller, your playmaker, maybe do your break starter. I'm not sure, you know, just compare it to the popper, right? This is a 7-foot.
All right, let's check out this popper, huh?
Wingspan popper, and you could just really utilize the build specialization and the badge max +1 and 2 so much more effectively. But let's check this out. So 78 3-pointer, that's silver set shot right off the bat. You know what I mean? You're going to be able to +2
this is
that.
This is a footer. So this is a footer pop.
Hoff set shot. That's, I mean, 7-foot max wingspan Hoff set shot. That's looking really nice. You're still going to get the 99 rebound for the legend chaser and the legend box out beast. So that's beautiful. You're going to have the same block rating. You're going to have to sacrifice some strength here and go 91 strength. But you're going to see you can still +2 it to legend. It's going to be on
+2 it. Boom. You got legend brick wall still.
The same tier as it was on the inside. Maybe, you know, having a little bit less strength rating. Maybe your screens wouldn't be quite as effective. I'm not really sure how that balance plays out. But you still have the legend brick wall if you +2 it.
Box out beast not being 2 requirements this year is big for these center builds.
You're still going to have the 87 driving dunk, so you could +2 that if you're looking to get that Hoff posterizer. Once we finish this thing in 20 seconds here, watch how we're able to really... I just feel like you can utilize the badge max perks much more effectively on a popper, and it becomes much more valuable. There's still some really good things about the inside centers, it looks like, but overall, I'll be honest, if you're a center, you should be really happy with the way it looks.
I'm not going to lie. On a inside or just I'm not putting 87 dunk. Like... Usually as a center, when you have a lane, you catch it down running into the lane, it throws you down. You're just going to go for a dunk, you know?
Those badge max perks are just so... They can just be used so effectively on center builds in this game, I feel like. So check this out. This is like a popper version of the same, you know, type of... Basically the inside, but with a little bit less strength. And you're able to get the 78 3 ball. So if you were to build specialize, let's go with shooting. You could +2 your set shot to Hoff, and then +1 your Deadeye to Silver. Hoff set shot, Silver Deadeye. Now, obviously, if you're build specializing your shooting, you're going to get 2 shooting cap breakers. So maybe you want to take your 3 ball down by 2 and then apply it there, but then you got to wait until you
So this build, it matters where you get the max plus. Where are we going to get the other max plus 2s from? We still do not know. Are they both going to be in the season pass? Is one going to be a rep reward? It could be a reward. Where are we going to get them? Because I'm looking at this build and I'm thinking the best place to do your build specialization would not be shooting. Why? Because you're going to get 2 cap breakers inside of that, and it's going to move up a 78 rating to an 80, for example, versus you could go like rebounding and move from a 97 to a 99, which is it's going to give you way more attributes to spend in other spots. And then you just use your max plus 2s from like the season pass or whatever on your shooting. But again, we don't know where we're getting them yet. So that's the big thing. When are you going to unlock the other max plus 2s is something that you're going to have to think about when you're making your build. Once we figure that out, of course, don't make your build around 3 max plus 2s if you don't plan on hitting level 30 every season. I think it was 30 this season where you got the max plus 1. You know what I'm saying? If one of the max plus 2s is veteran 3, don't make your build around 3 max plus 2s if you're not going to probably hit veteran 3.
Lock the cap breakers to use it, but I'm just talking badge maxes, all right? How to utilize them. Badge max plus 2s. In the tier 1 category, you could use it on brick wall, legend brick wall. In the tier 2 category, use it on posterizer. Now you're looking at Hoff set shot, Hoff posterizer, legend brick wall with silver Deadeye. And you still have a +1 in each category as well. So you can put that on your rise up and have Hoff rise up, or if you want to boost your paint patroller, boost that up to silver, whatever you're looking at, your interceptor, however you want to craft that +1. And then in the tier 2 side, you still got
Okay. Who should we go watch now? Or we need to watch the build breakdown, actually. That's what I want to see. Because I didn't know that box out beast had been changed yet until this video. Because they didn't tell us that. They didn't show us that in the first builder breakdown. So let's see if there's anything else. We know Shifty Shooter and box out beast have different requirements. Let's see if there's anything else.
The NBA 2K26 My Player Builder breakdown. Drop a like on the video for me. Let's try to get this to 20,000 likes. Now, first things first.
I got you, Joe. I think I've forgotten the other ones. But guys, do that with the stream, right there.
The layout looks a little different, but for the most part, it works the same. You got your height, weight, wingspan. You can change that in the main menu. This is the first screen that you see, but I recommend pressing the bumper to get the detailed view. The detailed view is going to allow you to see not only your body types, but more importantly, the badges that are going to be able to unlock with your height, weight, and wingspan. And also it shows you the badge tiers, which is even more important this year with the badge max +1 and +2 perks. Your badge tiers are going to matter. We'll get more into detail of how you can utilize those and what you should be paying attention to, because some of the badges have switched to different tiers at certain heights than last year, so it's not all the same that you're used to from 2K25. But navigating these menus was a little clunky at first. There's so many things to expand and change tabs and stuff like that. You kind of get used to it after a little while, but right off the bat, it's going to be a little confusing. So when you press triangle, you're going to bring up this menu here that has badges, takeovers, and then build by badges. But when you're over the badges tab, if you press square, that's going to expand it and give you the badge layout of tier 1, tier 2, and as you upgrade your attributes, then you could see which badges are being upgraded, pretty much the standard stuff that we're used to from 2K25, but you gotta kind of open all those tabs to be able to see it. But once you get those tabs open, as you put the attributes up, you see the badges, yada, yada, yada. Let's move on to 3-point thresholds, and these have changed. Taller builds can get higher 3-point ratings. But let's go through it. So the tallest you can be to get Legend Limitless is still 6'5". The tallest you can be to get Gold Limitless is still 6'6". But after that, you can get Silver Limitless on every single height in the game. Yes.
Bro.
A 7'4" center can get Silver Limitless, and then you start thinking Badge Max +2, Hall of Fame Limitless. Y'all see where we're going with this. But, so the taller builds can get the higher 3 balls. Also, when we start to look at takeovers, that's going to affect what the tall builds can get takeover-wise. And pretty much a 7'1" can get a 90.
Yeah, my fault. We didn't see that deep bomber build. That's my fault, y'all.
3-point rating, which, as you're going to see in a second, unlocks Deep Bomber. 7'2", 7'3", 7'4 get 89 3 balls, so that doesn't unlock Deep Bomber. But 7'1s, you can have a 7'1" minimum wingspan with Deep Bomber. Pretty crazy. Let's keep going.
Moly.
Wingspans have changed. The max wingspan is 6 inches above your player's height. That is from the shortest to the tallest player. It is universal. I know last year, like 7'1" got like an extra 2 inches compared to 7 foot. Everything goes up by 1 inch. It's 6 inches above the height of your player. Also, the 3-point thresholds have gone up for max wingspan players, probably partly due to the fact that wingspans are a little smaller now, but I think it's also just higher 3-point ratings for taller builds and stuff like that. Takeovers. As I said, you can get Deep Bomber on a 7'1". Make sure when you're making your builds, you are looking at the takeover requirements. It is whatever ability you want, it is the same. I know last year there was like different takeovers that had the same takeover ability, had different attribute threshold like unlocks. Not this year. Whatever takeover ability you want, it is the same requirement regardless of your build. There is no, regardless of the takeover that you choose or custom takeover, the ability is the same rating. So Deep Bomber is 93 pointer. So you got to make sure your build is able to get that if you want to get Deep Bomber. Another example is Blur. Blur is 85 ball handle, 80 speed with ball. So make sure you're looking at these requirements when you're making your build. Very, very important to make sure you get the takeover ability that you want so that you have access to it when you do your custom takeover, or if you're somebody that decides to not use custom takeover, or if you're somebody that doesn't want to use custom takeover, you still got to unlock the ability by meeting the requirements if you use a regular takeover. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about. When you look at the takeovers, pay attention. Some of them have changed. Some of them have been combined. You have, let's say, for example, last year, See the Future was part of the rebounding badge. See the Future is now part of Rim Guardian badge. You also have, like, the Brick Wall take is now part of the rebounding takeover.
So this is why they took down the takeovers. This is why they took it. Okay.
I'm not using the specific names. Obviously, you look at the list, you can do it, but I'm just giving the generality so it's easy for everyone to understand. You also have like the defensive take. It's a combination of both. It boosts your bumps on the ball and your steals this year. So they combine some of the takeovers. Some of them stayed the same, like Deep Bomber is still Deep Bomber, Blur is still Blur, and the layup one is still the layup one. But some of them have been...
Builds are not $20, bro. I don't know. That must have went like crazy on TikTok or something. I have seen so many people ask that.
Bind and I think it's like
TikTok,
the sharpshooter one. That one also boosts your ankle breakers now. So that's like the combination of, I think it was called Marksman and Silky Shooter from 2K25. So make sure you're paying attention to the takeovers because the abilities have changed. Some of them have like new names and stuff, but I'm talking more specifically about what they actually do for you. Make sure you're paying attention to it so that you get what you want, because if you just go based off last year, there's a good chance that you're going to mess it up. But I'm going to scroll down the list here and you guys can look at it if you want to pause the video and read some of the descriptions and really analyze the attributes and stuff like that. But pretty much we'll scroll to the bottom of the list.
Yo, Beast, thank you for the dono.
You could just see all the takeover options. But if you're like me, I'm pretty much just worried about the abilities because I'm going to be unlocking that custom takeover, and then I'm going to be putting up the attributes that I want to put up while getting the ability that I want. I know for maybe some more casual players that's probably like a little bit tedious and maybe you don't even want to have to worry about that, but I know for everybody out there that's like more of a a sweaty player, or not even sweaty, but just you play 2K a lot, you're going to want to do the custom takeover to boost the attributes that you want and then get the ability that you want. But like I said, make sure you're you're paying attention to the ability unlocks because they are different from last year, meet those requirements, you'll get the takeover that you want. Let's keep it moving. Next up, let's talk about the new feature. They talked about the animation glossary. Now, I know this probably doesn't sound important right off the rip, especially for the more knowledgeable players, but trust me, it is valuable. A lot of dribble move and dunk move requirements have changed. So when you're in here, I definitely recommend using it, at least until you memorize. Well, maybe you don't memorize them. I usually end up memorizing them, but that's a topic for another day. But I would definitely recommend using this. You could scroll through and see, you know, like I said, dribble moves, dunk move, you know, everything that you want, all the requirements for it, and a lot of it has changed. Something I noticed too is it seems like, and this could be inaccurate, but from what I saw, players' dribble moves all have the same requirement. So it's not like, let's say you want Kobe's escape. Kobe's escape, Kobe's crossover, Kobe's behind the back, Kobe's hezzy. Everything has the same ball handle requirement for each player. There's not like...
That's actually pretty cool.
A different requirement for his escape and then his behind the back. From what I saw, everything was the same requirement for each player. You know, all the Durant SIGs were all the same ball handle requirements. Now check this out. A very important small detail here that they changed this year, and I noticed this scrolling through the animation glossary. Standing dunk requirements, although the rating is the same, you have to be 6'5" now.
Oh, okay.
So 6'4" and under cannot equip standing dunks. That's a big change. Those 6'4" locks cutting out the corner, you know, getting those quick standing dunks, small guards being able to get to the dead zone and then go up with that standing dunk cheese. I mean, if you can't equip standing dunks, it's going to be much more. You could probably still trigger an animation here or there, but it's not nearly going to be as consistent as it was in past games. So I feel like that is a small detail that's going to have a big impact, especially in competitive gameplay. 6'5" and up to get standing dunks in 2K26. Now let's talk about badge thresholds. A lot of the badge threshold requirements are the same, but there were some small changes, so just pay attention as you're making your builds. You don't want to miss one by just a couple attributes. And any badge requirement that had 3 attributes tied to it, for example, box out beast, last year it was offensive or defensive rebound plus strength. This year, they dropped all those 3 requirement ones down to 2. So now Box Out Beast is just offensive or defensive rebound. There's no strength involved. So pay attention as
Are
you're...
guards 6'4" below worth making, or is tall guards going to be a lot better? I've always played comp 2K with small guards, but don't want to waste money. Holly, we really don't know yet because the game hasn't came out, so we haven't seen team versus team of builds specifically made for certain schemes, like comp, for example, like stage. But my guess, thank you for the donation, by the way, is that small guards will still be fine. Especially, I think they're going to be used in competitive 2K, basically how they are every year. You know, you're still going to want a fast, quick handle, high shooting guard if you want to play closer to the highest consistency of winning, you know?
Making, like I said, you're going to notice a lot of the requirements are the same. So it kind of helps streamline the build making process because a lot of us have those thresholds already ingrained in our head from last year. But definitely just take a second look to make sure you're not missing anything. Because like I said, sometimes it is tweaked and you could probably save attributes somewhere because you don't need certain, like you know, if you want just gold box out beast, you just need 85 rebound, offensive or defensive. You don't need to put your strength up.
I like this change to box out beast and the change to shifty shooter.
The requirement was last year, so just pay attention as you do
things.
This
is actually nice. The builds also, the animations, like he said, like if you want Kevin Durant's moves, everyone is at 1 attribute rating. I like that.
I remember Versatile Visionary, they dropped the requirement for that. I think it's like 70 for bronze and 78 for silver now. So definitely pay attention as you're looking at the badge requirements. But let's talk about badge tiers. These are really, really important, as we talked about quickly earlier, because of the badge max +1 and +2. You know, you get 1 each in the tier 1, 1 each in the tier 2, plus your build specialization. A whole lot of stuff going on with the badges. So pay attention to the badge tiers. Some things have changed as you flicker between, you know, different heights. You'll see on the bottom badges switch from tier 1 to tier 2 based on height. A major change that I noticed was now 6'8 players, Lightning Launch is in the tier 2 category. So you could use your tier 2 Badge Max +2 on Lightning Launch and put it from silver to Hoff on a 6'8 player. So that is really important. Make sure you not only pay attention to the badge tiers, but what badges may have switched from tier 1 to tier 2 from last year that maybe you had ingrained in your head. Let's move on to relevant badges. In the menu now, you can click R3 while you're hovering over an attribute, and you're going to see badges down below that are tied to that attribute will highlight in like a bluish, kind of greenish, like a turquoise. I don't know. You tell me what color it is in the comments. I mean, I'm bad at this, but they will highlight the badges that are tied to the attribute that you're over. It's just a small quality of life thing, but definitely for newer players, it probably is nice to see like, okay, this attribute will help me get these badges. Like I said, for more experienced players, you know, you're probably never going to use it, but for newer players or players looking for more help and guidance in the builder, definitely a valuable tool to use. Let's talk about attribute weights real quick. A lot of the attributes feel relatively similar in how expensive they are at specific heights, but certain things that I noticed, things like driving layup felt like it was a bit cheaper. Pass accuracy felt like it was a bit cheaper. So pay attention as you're going through the builder. You know, it might look so similar, but there are these small little changes that could really have an impact on how good your build ends up being, and more importantly, how much you end up liking your build.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Mafia, that we haven't seen a lock build, bro. We've seen pretty much everything but a lock build so far. I'll try to find one pretty soon.
You know, you could make a build and then be like, man, I didn't realize like I could have got all this pass ac, or, you know, I could have just went 1 inch shorter and got my Lightning Launch in, you know, a different tier. So then I could have used my Badge Max +2 in a different spot. Like there's just so many little different factors that if you really utilize them correctly, you're going to be able to make some crazy builds on NBA 2K26. But if y'all want to check,
according to 2K Lab screenshot, I saw Ja Morant is 85 speed with ball and under 6'10", meaning 6'6" can get it. Holy. Yo, Beast Bandit, thank you for the donation, bro. There's going to be a lot of, hopefully, a lot more versatility, a lot more viable builds this year. Let's check out the sub feed real quick. We haven't seen Bauer. Yeah, Bauer's a good one to see a lock build. Okay, let's throw on his lock. I'm not subscribed to Bauer. He doesn't post a lot of YouTube videos, but
so actually you guys inspired me a lot watching Black Market play and watching like Bauer play defense. I call him out. I guess it's all you guys, but especially Bauer, and like how good he is at anticipating and cutting the dribbler off. I wanted that to be the game.
Yo, what's going on with y'all boys, man? I know you guys are excited.
let's see this
touch my physicals yet, so these aren't actually at their max potentials, but whenever I do mess with the physicals, you guys will see I'll have Hoff Challenger, Hoff on-ball menace, and I'm gonna put my agility up this year. Last year I went with a lower agility and used, I think I went like 85 agility, and then I used a cap breaker once I got it on agility to go to 86 so that I could get on-ball menace legend, because that's all you need is 86 to get it on legend. This year I want to have pick dodger legend, and you need a 92 agility, so, and you need a 99 perimeter, but we're gonna start off with a 97 perimeter, and once we get back to it I'm gonna explain, but let's just keep going with the video. 97 perimeter, and I gotta pause it again, and let me tell you why I gotta pause it again, because last year, I don't know if you guys remember, but in season 3 they introduced, or well, in season 2 they introduced community builds. My very day one, the build that I made day one was a two-way catch and shoot threat, 6'6", 7'1" wingspan. Remember I told you the max wingspan on a lockdown last year at 6'6" was 7'2". I always did that one underside at 7'1" wingspan. I started off the year with a 97 perimeter. I was in season 3. My build was good throughout the whole year, especially with all the cap breakers that came out. That build was so good throughout the whole year. So the fact that I made a build on day one last year.
I'm back, chat. Had to piss. Let's see. Bauer was yapping. Swag made a lock. It's called a clamp thief. Oh, okay. This is a pure lockdown build. 97 prim, 94 steel, 89 speed, 92 agility, 72 strength. And this is, I'm guessing he made this without I mean, he obviously made this without any cap breakers. This is probably build specialization. We'll take it to 99. Yeah. I mean, people shouldn't really be surprised about how it looks here. Because, again, a lot of people are making their builds around no cap breakers or like 2. You know what I'm saying? So if you went 94 here, 94, and then he would have 3 more attributes. This is very expensive to go down to 94. It'll open up anything else, more speed that you would want on a lock. But yeah, I mean, this is a pure lock type of build. So pretty good for a pure lock. But again, once people start getting more cap breakers, that's when the builds are really going to start going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I hate the pass act. The thing is, though, he's not throwing the ball. Like, this is a 5v5 lockdown build. He's not going to be throwing the ball very much. You know what I'm saying? His build is specifically created for one role, right? So when you're playing your role, you got to do what you got to do. God, dude, look at my sub feed. I mean, wow. Do I even upload a video today? Like breaking everything down into a 10 little 20-minute compilation? This is insane. I don't even know. I'm like overwhelmed. Apparently, a lot of people were saying watch La Monza in the chat. Seeing you guys.
Yeah, take a look at this build real quick for NBA 2K26. It is called a
two-way blow-by high flyer. Bro, what are these build names, dude? These are crazy.
Two-way blow-by high flyer. Alright, so this is pretty much how this video is going to go. We're going to do it very simple, bruh. I'm going to be showing you guys a 6'6" build. That's what y'all saw in the introduction. I'm also going to be showing you guys a 6'4" build. Now, you also got block, which is
I'm not gonna lie, I don't skip a lot of videos, but like build videos before the game comes out, I'm just trying to see the attributes really in the name. 6'6", because like if I'm watching a build video when the game is out and it's from a creator I trust and I'm wanting to spend $100 on a build, I want to see what he's talking about. I'm not just skipping straight to the end. I want to see him explaining why he went this badge over this badge from his test, from his other build. That's what I do in my build videos. That I don't really make a lot of just build videos anymore, but you know what I'm saying? Like I'll go down the badges and say, hey, I went silver set shot instead of gold because on my last build I had gold and gold didn't really mean that much. Like silver feels fine, you know? Stuff like that. So this is a 6'6", 85 prim, 85 steal, 87 pass, 84 3, 89 dunk. Another thing is like with the pure green window, this doesn't really alarm me that much. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't alarm me, but we don't know yet. We don't know how good the shooting is going to be. But guys, we're right there at 6,000 likes. So if you haven't dropped a like yet, please do that for me. They described my entire playstyle to my opponent. Yo, Jordan, thank you for the donation. So this is the two-way blow-by high flyer. Two-way three-point shot hunter. We've seen that one before, huh? But this is 92 perim, 91 steal, 93. Okay. But yeah, I don't see the point of like really watching all the way through at the moment until the game comes out. Then that's when I would listen to someone say, this is why I went with this rating. This is why I went with this badge. Because my previous build had this, and I don't think you need it. Now this, you know, stuff like that. Let's see these 7'4" from Double H. I don't even know where the hell. Where's it at? Bro, what is this thumbnail, Joe? That's crazy, bro. Bro has Thanos on there. Where? There it is.
You'll know 7'4" players are brand new to NBA 2K26, and they were looking really good when I tested NBA 2K26 early, whether it was Wemby dribbling or chucking up some three-pointers and step backs, or even Yao Ming launching skyhooks from the three-point line. So you're probably wondering how...
Now that is still just... that is still just insane to me.
Shooting takeover ability.
I like this, how he does this right here.
Hall of Fame limitless range.
So, okay, so 756 speed. Oh, 42 agility. I told you guys, they're going to be turtles, bro. They're going to be turtles. Don't. Now, 1v1 court, they might be tough. Maybe 2v2. You guys know I was cooking up with my Wemby build this year. It's actually a build where you can win at a pretty high rate if you know what you're doing, but 56 speed, 42 agility. There's going to be people getting cooked on defense. Like, you really got to know what you're doing. You got to know how the game works, how to guard people. And even then, it's still going to be tough. Plus 10 pass act. Wait, plus 10.
Legend Deadeye, Silver Paint Patroller, Legend Rebound Chaser, Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Legend Rebound Chaser. God, 89 3-point with a 7'4", bro. Legend Set Shot, Legend Rebound Chaser, Legend Dimer. Oh my God. Oh, bro, that is insane, dude. The arms on this build are going to look really funny. 7'4" wingspan. On a 7'4". What was the build name?
Sir, and I did get a comparison.
Pick and Pop Enforcer? Dude, that's sick. All these build names are actually really cool. Okay, let's check out this inside. 99 rebound. Dude. I like that he went 70 driving dunk. This is the version I would do. We were watching Joe's video and he was like 87 dunk, which is cool. If that's what you want to do, that's, of course, I'm not saying it's wrong or not, but I'm going lower dunk because, like, when you catch the ball as a center, you have a lane or you don't normally. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get a dunk or not. Your dunk rating doesn't really matter that much. Like, if you have the lane, you're going to get the dunk. Especially 70 with the park dunk. Dude, park dunks on a 7'4". Park dunks were looking really calm on my Wemby build. I can't lie.
But if you wanted to put cap breakers on O board for the 99 O board and you just don't care about missing out on your max +2, then going from 99 O board to 97 gives you 92 pass act. And this build does get Dishmaster and Crasher takeover abilities. And the build name does come out to be a board enforcing Diming Riser that has comparison.
Dude. These build names are sick, bro. Nah, they cooked with that. I can't lie. They actually cooked. Post score 7'4". Oh, God.
I mean, with a 7'8" wingspan, I don't know, man. This could...
Dude.
Gets super glitchy. This build gets Paint Surgeon and Crasher for its takeover abilities. It is compared to Artist Gilmore, Robert Parrish, and Roy Hibbert, and it is called a two-way paint.
Bro. These build names are fire. Paint Pounder. Oh, yeah. Paint Pounding Crasher. Nah, bro. I'm seeing it. I see a Paint Pounding Crasher. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be mad, bro. Yeah, I'm guessing this is a 1v1 build. 25 pass hack. I haven't seen one stretch build name. Let's see. This is the fastest 7-4, he says. Fastest 7-4 dribbling build. 43 speed with ball. 61 speed. 65 ball handle. But if you guys didn't play 2K25, not saying it's going to be the same, this didn't really matter that much. Like, you could move on tall builds, and it didn't look like this, right? Nah, Paint Pounder is just insane, though. Inside Out Diming Eraser is crazy. All right, so apparently Sprague is dribbling on a 7-4. Let's see what his dribbling on a 7'4" looks like. And then, where's it at? Here.
So for 2K26 Community Day, I set a goal
right.
to...
Okay. Huh? Bro, what did he just start this video out with?
So for 2K26 Community Day, I...
What?
I set a goal to find the best jump shots for all build height.
This better be on rookie, dude. This better be on rookie.
And man, as you can tell from the gameplay on the screen,
bro.
I think I done found them. I think I found them, man. I'm doing front fades, back fades, sideways fades from 40 feet out on Hall of Fame difficulty. Hey man, if y'all are
I need to see that it was on Hall of Fame, buddy. You need to pop it up like Double H was.
excited for 2K26 and are going to use one of these jump shots in this video, go ahead and leave your boy a like and subscribe and turn noties on because I am dropping a ton of 2K26 news. With all this out the way, let's get right into the jump shot creator. Today you're going to be expecting one jump shot for 6'4" and under, two jump shots for high 3-point and low
jump shot video. Best no dip jump shots for every height.
3-point swings and two jump shots for high 3-point and low
Hezzy,
3.
where's the dribbling at in this video? You said there was 7-4 dribbling on here. Are there new hairstyles? I'm not sure actually. This could be the year of the big man. Definitely on rookie. Stop telling them to patch stuff. That's why the game's bad. I didn't say to patch anything. Maybe you're talking to chat, but nah, bro started the video just throwing down 40-footers, fading. He was doing some stuff in this video. Torta Pounder.
Point big man. Now something to keep in mind with these is the game has not dropped yet, so
I'm guessing he's going to be on a tall build. Here we go.
And I think it's going to be the exact same.
His last build was going to be the tall one.
He's the same for this, except...
Ooh, I got my Baluba back. I think I got my Baluba back. You guys know that was both of my releases on a lot of my builds.
Definitely try this out. Now, last but not least, we have the low 3-point, low mid-range jump shots for the big man. Now, like I said, we're going to be using Jonathan Isaac, Baluba uppers, and Victor Wembanyama. Everything's the same for this except the base. So, I love Baluba uppers. I love Wemby's uppers. It's just a fire. 2 ticks above push, max speed, 40% Baluba.
So the jump shot creator looks really, really similar, if not the same.
60% Victor Wembanyama. Now, if you use Jonathan Isaac base in NBA 2K25, then you know that it's one of the best jump shots in the game.
Wait a second. Wait. Is the basic back? Is that what he just did? Is the basic escape back?
NBA 2K25, then you know that it's one of the best jump shots in the game. And I think it's going to be the exact same for NBA 2K26. The animation, like his base is the exact same, so I don't see why like the contest or nothing would like change on that part. His base is pretty consistent. Goes up and down, it doesn't really like drag or nothing, especially for the builds with the lower shooting badges. This is going to be the best base you could probably use. Now if you find a jump shot that you like in this video, comment which one you like and let me know if you guys are ready for some build content. I got a Wemby build cooked,
bro. Crafty walking bucket. These build names are wild, dude. Actually wild. Didn't Mike Wing say he was going to loosen height requirements for some animations like J Bloom? Yes. Yes, he did, Max. Yes. I'm just trying to find a build like the old playmaking glass cleaner. Okay, okay. All right, guys, look. I think that we have seen a lot here, just like yesterday. You know, we can see a little bit more stuff, but I do need to compile everything and make a video for you guys and for the people that missed it. Every single thing that I thought was the most important in around, you know, a 10, 15-minute video, something like that. And yeah. Thank you guys. Seriously, again. I don't know. Maybe I sound like a broken record to you guys. Maybe it's annoying, but I just want you to know how much I appreciate y'all, man. Like, y'all have been going so crazy during this news cycle. That's really, I gotta keep saying it. I feel like I have to say it. So, we're gonna make a big, nice video. Shout out to you guys that are still gonna make it through to the video. Shout out to you guys that came out to the stream for all the support. And our next and last reveal that we know of is the city reveal on Tuesday. Well, we don't have a date, but I think it's going to be on Tuesday. I promise you, you guys know I'd be like hinting at it in some sort of way if I knew. My guess is it's going to be Tuesday. I don't see why it wouldn't be Tuesday. Maybe it's Monday. Yeah, someone said park reveal Monday. Maybe it's Monday. I don't know. Anyway, our next stream, if we, of course, hit our like goal, is going to be the city reveal. And yeah, I just go off interest, man. If you guys hit the goal, that means you want to see it. You know what I'm saying? If not, just like the first gameplay reveal, I'm cool with just making a video, right? But guys, seriously, man, I do appreciate it. We got the big one next, though. That's the craziest part, is the biggest one is usually the city reveal. Last year, during the city reveals where we broke the record, my record, for most concurrent viewers, which is people at one time, it was like 12,500. So that's going to be insane. We almost broke that yesterday. We were at like 11,500 during the gameplay reveal. And 2 streams now, we have basically doubled the most that we had during the same reveal last year, if that makes sense. Like the builder reveal last year, we had double this year. Like, so I don't know what's going to happen during the city reveal. We might hit like 20K. Like 15,000, 20. I don't know what's going to happen, bro. Maybe we don't. Maybe we have less than last year. But I'm just going off, you know, we've had more and more, and you guys have just been showing so much freaking love, bro. So thank you, man. I'm doing my absolute, I'm trying my hardest. I hope you guys feel it. I hope you can see it, that I am trying to do my absolute best for you. And you guys are doing your absolute best for me every time. So I'm going to end the stream, bro. We're going to make this compilation. I'm going to tell you every single thing, my opinion. Of course, we talked about my opinion again throughout the entire stream on what we've seen today. But digest it a little bit while I'm making the video and give it to you guys in a 10, 15-minute summary, show you everything that you need to see in case you missed anything, or if you want to review it, all that type of stuff. And I'm out of here. You guys have a good one, bro. Peace.